Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Eyes of the Beholder, where a bunch of us regular-ass nerds play Dungeons & Dragons. Welcome back. Glad to have you all here. A couple quick announcements. LibCon, they said yes. So it wasn't just in our minds this time. They actually said yes. So come see us April 25th at, I don't know yet what time. It's still to be announced, but it's going to be in the main building. We're going to be selling some merch there. We're going to do a panel. Guys, come out, hang out with us. Let's talk about some D&D. We can talk about y'all's campaigns. If you have any questions about our campaign or just D&D in general, we'll be happy to talk about it there. Go check out all of our stuff we've got on YouTube. We got tons of stuff going up, so if there's something there that you like, check it out. Make sure you tell us that you like it or leave a comment, like some things, whatever. Anyways, I think that's about all for tonight. We'll get into it quick. So let's jump into tonight's episode of Eyes of the Beholder.
A bunch of nerds who play D&D. Eyes of the Beholder. Once my wife, the black guy left. Eyes of the Beholder. One guy's dumb, the other's deaf. Eyes of the Beholder. They might live or they might die. Eyes of the Beholder.
Side of it.
Right.
Yeah. Big dark wings came out, freed her from it. Hey, we're back. you have to give me vocal cues, man. So I don't know when. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Just like, hey, you're back on in a few. We got a new tech guy. John is running our cameras today for us, and so hopefully you'll get some more dynamic angles and shots and frames and I don't know. It will be maybe different. We'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, so quick recap of the events of last week. Heroes returned to the city after collecting their last ingredients for the potions that they needed for the weird, crazy mage in the tower. They
He's trying to.
after they got the ingredients, they went back, delivered those ingredients. The mage used them for whatever means he had intended. They then wandered from that over to the Angry Wisp and haggled for some goods and services and that sort of thing. Then they went and fought a water elemental. People nearly died. Then they nearly wasted their opportunity by not activating the soul capture gem until right at the last second.
I like how you make it sound so negative.
Yeah,
We did it.
That was a really smart idea, given that we had a character go down.
She wasn't dead.
And that could have... She was unconscious.
That's true.
And they could have got her soul.
Yeah.
Did you want to lose her soul?
I mean, I don't want to lose anyone's soul, but the world takes the world takes what the world takes.
Bishop would beg to differ.
So, anyways,
Blackwing would beg to differ. The fuck is that shit?
We gave him 5 minutes.
it's true.
He didn't die in the. Oh yeah, wait, no, he didn't.
Anyways.
That led to his death.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you guys stand victorious on the beach. Large puddles of elemental water still kind of seeping into the sand around you. The wind and surf kind of died down in this area. The small storm that had been brewing from Dalen is beginning to dissipate at this point. What would you guys like to do?
That's fuck.
That, I was pretty useless in that fight, I feel like.
You punched him a couple times. That was alright.
I will punch better next time.
Thank you. That'd be appreciated. So we have the soul gem with the water elemental.
I thought, well, he's the one.
No, you have it.
Yeah.
You took it from
Yeah,
him.
you took it and then you it on and.
Yeah, you're the one that activated
You're holding it right now.
Yeah.
As you look at it, it's this red gem with this gold kind of like claw clasping behind it. And as you look at it, it almost looks like there's water sloshing inside of it. Looks like an angry sea a little bit.
He is pissed.
He looks pretty angry in there.
It doesn't necessarily move when you tilt it so much. It's almost like looking at one of those like those hologram cards that sometimes like they look like they're making different shapes and moving and stuff.
Oh,
But it just does it on its own, whatever angle you're looking at. It's almost like you're peering through.
Okay.
You mind if I get that from you?
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put it in the bag of holding.
Okay. Now what do we have left?
Everything.
Depends on which recipe we're gonna be
Which
going for.
Are we doing cake or muffins?
Fucking both at this point.
Oh, we only need 2 more things for the first one.
Aye, that's right.
What were those?
We need the horn of a chimera and the blood of a hydra.
Oh, is that all?
Yes, that's all.
That's all.
Well,
That is
that's
it.
all. Well, does anyone know where to find any of those?
I heard some tell about Chimera and Imperial City. This was...
That is very far away.
Yeah, I don't remember. Do we know the geography? Do we have a map? Have we ever got a map?
Never really got a
This
map.
area?
I mean,
And not as
No.
us, I guess.
We just know that it's a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you would have like, how well do you know where, say, Beijing is from here?
Well,
In
you
a
just know it's
general
on the other
direction.
side of the world.
That's kind of how y'all are
Okay.
with.
Yeah.
with
16,353.
That way.
Shut up.
That's not right. But
Oh, it's not.
Craig knows it's not right.
Quick math.
You're off by 2 feet.
Quick math. 2 plus 2. 3. It's not right, but it's quick.
Alright.
Oh, wasn't there a talk of disturbance down the docks?
Yes. And I also think we should try to make some money with because it might be easier to buy some of these ingredients.
Aye, Blackthorn. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Blackthorn?
Or something.
That
Thorn
dragonborn.
Gauge.
Thorn Gauge.
We got the
Thorn
four right. We
Gauge.
got one of them.
Valsar Thorngage.
Aye.
That dragon dude.
He actually has everything needed for that second potion that the father can
17
make.
1,700, wasn't it?
17,000.
17,000. Oh my god.
Aye. 6,000, 8,000, and 3,000 for each thing respectively.
Do you feel like fighting, Kitty?
I do like fighting a lot. I like
Aye.
drinking almost as much. Well, actually more than
Fight pit.
a fight pit.
The fight pit, yes. We have a friend that went in there.
And how did he do?
He did okay the first time.
The first time.
Yeah.
Then he got lucky.
You don't know that.
Yeah. And he kind of got fucked up by a very, very wee, was she gnomish, halfling?
She was a no.
A little gnomish girl, and then he got fucked up by the gnomish girl. So
Okay. Well, that is definitely something I wouldn't mind trying out. It sounds like something that would be right up my alley, I would say. I wouldn't mind trying it anyway for a round or two. See how well I can do. It would, out of character though, it would be a lot better if I at least got one more monk level before I did that though.
It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, it's like, but it sounds like the way that.
We don't have to go all the way up. All the way through it. I'm just saying if we do like some.
do a couple fights.
I could play my lute for a minute. See it then.
Get some tips going.
Will that take us
I
like
like the bar.
thousands of dollars?
You'd
I
have to be
don't think
really
Is that a
good.
performance check?
Can you play Smoke on the Water?
13 plus 20, 22.
I mean, you don't feel like it's going to get you thousands of dollars, but you might make $100 or so, or more, 100 coin or more.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Gold
All
coin.
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
If put in front of the right audience, yeah. I mean, it's pretty decent. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very bardish.
I am open to any way. We are running out of time and traveling takes a long time.
Oh, it does.
Hmm.
We can find a way to make some money. Fight pits would probably be the best way.
Okay, well, if that is the best way, then, like I said, we should try it.
What time of day is it? Anybody remember?
I thought it was like midday.
Midday.
Yeah, that's kind of remember it being.
And then
We
all-
came out in the morning-ish time.
And they're all
Wait.
banks. We could take out a loan. See if
Is
that,
that a thing here?
maybe.
Can we
Does
pick up
anyone
on that?
have credit that or
I don't.
no
I
bank
don't
would
even
give
know.
me money?
I mean, I could ask.
You look trustworthy.
Hey, give me money. Okay.
What do you
It's like a
want?
robbery, I feel like.
What do you want money for? Grass. I like grass.
Hey.
I mean, if that's honestly, we're only about 9,200 away from getting that. We wouldn't have any money afterwards, but at least it would get my problem taken care of.
The docks we can make. Was it 1,000 only for the docks?
I don't remember.
Hang on.
You wrote them down.
Yeah. Where is it?
We could see if there's any
I think
more.
it was 1,000.
At the docks, did they say it was happening at any specific time?
All I
Remember.
remember writing down was that they were under attack. I have no idea when
Alright.
or who or where.
And the fight pit, does it have any specific times? Which would be better to go to right now? Is what I'm thinking.
Yes, what are we closer to?
Well, if a place is being attacked, why wouldn't we go help them as opposed to fighting for others' entertainment?
It's been attacked for a while now. To be honest,
I don't think it's been under attack. I think it's just been a nuisance.
Oh.
under siege, maybe. We don't even know what it is.
How about this? How about we stop by the docks, find out the answer to your questions, and then if there's nothing going on, we can go to the bike pit.
Okay, can we do that maybe tomorrow? I'm not feeling very well.
You want to take a break out here?
I can take one out here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's still
I
kind of-
just know that I'm 7 out of 47 HP.
Yeah, y'all are still sitting on the sandy beach. There's still that kind of nice
Yeah.
hidden grove back there, and kind of that alcove of the rocky walls that are there. So, pretty secluded area that you guys are in.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone.
Okay.
So if we feel like going after this, then fine. If not, then fine. And a D8.
No.
Okay. 15 to everybody. So if that helps any.
It does. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, 22.
Alright, so you guys are making camp out here for the night? Is that what I'm hearing?
Or do we want to go in?
I mean, it's only midday.
How
Right?
much?
Is
How
it
much
midday
time was
still?
How long
my
did it
gosh.
take us to get out of here?
It wasn't very far.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like 4 or 5 miles outside of the city, so I mean, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
just a few hour walk.
Yeah.
What was the healing again? I'm so sorry.
15.
15.
15, okay. There's the one I wanted.
If we got time, we could always go check the docks out. Just to get some recon, some information.
Okay.
And then we could go take a rest, handle it the next day, tomorrow. That work for everyone?
That works for me.
That's good.
I'm sure the fight pits are bustling at night.
It might be.
But our friend needs a rest.
Oh, yeah.
She will not last very long this way.
That little gnomish girl, she'll fuck her up. Seen it. Fucking crazy.
What kind of gnome are we talking about?
Very
Those
shifty
sand.
one.
Pocket sand gnome?
I don't know, vaccine.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, so we headed back into town?
Yeah. So you guys begin making your way back into town. As you guys begin kind of heading off the beach back up, kind of onto the kind of dreary, grassy regions, heading back towards the road before you hit the road. The sky's been mostly gray and kind of overcast the last several days. They've kind of finally begun to part. The sun kind of begins to show through a little bit. It's not quite as cold anymore at this point. It's still chilly, but not, it's like biting cold, especially when y'all are wet from the water elemental fight. You guys travel for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, before you finally reach back to the city and begin making your way towards the docks. Where the ground the city actually kind of begins sloping downwards towards the docks. Some of the buildings built in like the hills, kind of similar like San Francisco kind of area. As you're making your way down, the big stone buildings giving way to more of driftwood type homes before you eventually kind of reach the dock area. That's just this huge port that runs the entire perimeter of the southern section of the city. Like as you look from one side to the other, you can just see ships almost as far as you can see in one point in direction or the other, just bustling with people and freight and trade happening. There's a human man that seems to be kind of barking orders to a few people that have come off of a boat here, and then the next group of like sailors come off and he barks some orders and points them in a direction as well. Seems like he's kind of the...
It looks like he's in charge.
Then perhaps he's whom we speak to. Would I know who might be in charge of this place, being a sailor?
You would have passed through here. Yeah, his is a guy by the name of Reynolds, Weston Reynolds.
Weston Reynolds. Excuse me, Mr. Reynolds.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you?
Yes, we have heard that there have been some disturbances down here by the docks.
Oh, yes. I assume you're referring to the guard posting.
I assume so. They know more than I do. I met them while I was at the tavern.
I see.
Aye, it's the guard posting.
Very well. Well, yes, of course. Recently there's been shipments or parts of shipments going missing from the ships, usually happening at night. Boxes, crates, just all manners of things are being taken off of the ships, but no one has been found or seen at the area. So I'm unsure exactly what is happening or who is perpetrating these thefts, but...
Is there a pattern to what is being stolen?
No, not really. One of them was a large textile ship that came through, and several crates of blankets and clothing were stolen. One was furniture. There were several tables and some chairs and a box full of different sort of ornaments and accoutrements were stolen as well. I think one time they stole a shipment of what was it? It wasn't food wares. It was cooking utensils. Just random items. Tobacco was stolen at one point. Some rum, some ale, just all manner of things. If it's on a ship, they've probably tried to take it or have taken it. Almost every ship that you see here has probably lost one or two boxes at one point or another over the last course of the couple weeks.
Even mine?
Um,
We were a general merchant ship, general goods.
What was the name of your ship?
I wasn't prepared for this question. Oh, jeez. The Siren's Call.
The Siren's Call. Flips through the ledger. Yes, actually, it looks like there were 2 boxes stolen right before they left port 2 days ago. So about 4 days ago, they had a couple of boxes stolen. Doesn't look to be anything of terrible value necessarily that they lost. Some of it looks like some digging supplies, some rope, a couple of boxes of tinder, some torches, that sort of thing, but nothing.
It almost sounds like they're trying to outfit something or something, like, be it the shelter, maybe a small town or something.
Well,
And I was so hoping you would, reference the came from Geet. I was so hoping for that.
The which one?
The natural male enhancement
Oh.
from the.
No.
So happy. I was
Siren's
so.
Yeah.
I literally could not come up with anything.
Oh, no,
Okay.
Siren's Call is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
damn.
That's natural male enhancement on the Siren's Call.
Roll to enhance.
Not one.
That one. Aww.
It lasts for 4 hours.
Yep.
You know when a turtle gets scared?
Inverse effect. So yeah, that's.
It's like you have a second belly button.
So
Okay.
it appears that that's all has been stolen currently.
Well, the first few sounded like a dinner party.
Maybe they're just like stealing.
I feel like there is more here. But okay, so it happens at night?
Yes.
So we come back at night?
That would make sense.
Aye.
Is there a tavern around here?
Yes, actually, there is.
Could we not go back and see Reggie?
That's what,
Wait,
5 o'clock?
great drinking time! I tried to befriend the rug earlier. I need something.
Oh, okay.
There is actually a few blocks over. There's a tavern known as the Hawk and Club.
A Hawking Club?
Hawk and Club.
Hawk and Club.
Okay.
I don't know if I trust it.
You learn to trust nothing over here.
Also while we are here,
Mm-hmm.
our friend, he's not our friend, but Damien's the hideout. I can't think how much. So we don't know them as Iron, but
The
they're-
scribes?
we don't know them
scribes.
as that either, do we?
I think you've
We do.
Do we know them as scribes? Okay.
Yeah, I wrote down scribes. Iron House.
Their house is supposed to be over here somewhere.
We know them as Irons
Who is this?
because they called it the Iron House, and Zarakas, he told us he was a scribe.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to meta.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And who is this?
There's another friend of ours that happened to.
Our friends all die.
Yeah. All
It
my
sounds
friends
like-
are dead.
That's good.
Sounds like you guys are quite dangerous to hang out with.
Sounds like I don't want to be friends.
No.
Hey, if you're gonna hang out with us, you better be tough.
I don't know. I keep getting turned into stone and getting knocked out by giant puddles.
But hey, we saved you. He
That's
saved
what the
you.
stick's for.
And I appreciate your stick.
Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah, because he said they're around here somewhere.
Well, I think so. If I'm remembering the city correctly, it's in the southeastern or the lower class, which the docks is by that. Correct.
Yeah.
This is kind of the same area we dropped off Thomas's family.
Mm.
Didn't we get a note from Damien?
Get a note.
He left a note with Balsar Thorngage that where to meet him.
Okay.
It would be tomorrow.
Oh.
That would be the day, because it was y'all met with Balsar on the same day. and he said he'd be there in 2 days.
Okay, so I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Really
Never
hard to
mind.
keep track of in-game time.
I'm sorry.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's hard when it's a week after. It's
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
try.
If I remember right,
Sorry.
God's telling me that was tomorrow.
Time just keeps dragging on.
It's so crazy.
And
Yeah,
I feel like we've been doing this for weeks, and you know.
I know, it's crazy. At least 20 something of them.
23.
Whatever.
so.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do?
So
Maybe tavern, have a rest.
I figured we needed a long rest for our friend.
I would really appreciate it. Thank you.
Aye. If we get to long resting, might be able to get up in time. Wee morning hours, come back here. See if we can take care of some stuff before we look into the fight pit tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I figure we take. What time is it?
At this point, you got 3 hours to get out there, 3 hours to get back. You're thinking about 4 p.m. probably.
So if we sleep now,
Mhm.
8 hours
Midnight.
would be
Midnight.
midnight, which is when he
Yeah.
says all the crap's happening.
Okay.
Is that good?
Aye.
Or no?
It seems
you want
right
to do it
to
in the
me.
morning, and then we can
Yeah.
do it before your
I was just thinking wee hours, like 2, 3 in the morning,
Oh,
but I don't know when.
wee hours. I was thinking like
7.
dawn. I was like,
No, I try not to be busy around that time.
I know. I was very surprised you said that. I was like, okay, whatever. Okay. Anyways, sorry.
Sorry, the accent, it's hard to understand me sometimes, so I get it. Well, as I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name, sir. What was it?
He extends out a hand towards you. He goes, Reynolds, Weston Reynolds.
Well, Mr. Reynolds. Since we're gonna be trying to take care of this, is there anywhere around here that we may be able to get a bit of shut-eye, just for a few hours until the nighttime comes, and then we can look into the situation?
2 blocks that way.
Yes, your friend is actually correct. The Hawken Club,
Hawken
Tavern and Bar,
There was sorry.
or Tavern and Inn, should I say?
I must not have been paying attention.
I already asked.
Yeah, because I was wondering why we weren't going back to the Anxious Maw. How far away is the Anxious Maw?
I probably about 45 minutes to an hour walk.
I mean, we've already bought those rooms.
They're paid up for the next 20 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. And then maybe.
And you say all this business is happening at night. Is there any time? Does anybody know?
Not sure. Usually it's there by the time everyone's kind of turning in for the evening. Come back in the morning, and it's gone. We've even upped the guards here the last several nights, last week actually, and no one has seemed to notice or see anything. So,
Well, it's up to you. We have money for rooms if we need.
I mean, it seems like we'd get here quicker.
If we stayed at the Hawkins Club, but then again, we're already hurting for money right now.
No,
Well, not hurting for it, but
No.
hoarding
need
it.
we do need it, yes.
But I mean, one
If-
night.
If we add another hour on travel back and forth, that gets us into 2 o'clock in the morning, which gives us a shorter window till dawn.
Yeah,
So it might be better to stay here.
I'd agree with that. To the steak and
Hawking
rum.
Did he get hit on the head? I'm joking.
Buy some water. And buy a
Point.
truck one time.
Going fast enough. What is pretty solid.
Huh?
Going fast enough. What is pretty solid.
I know it. Well, it wasn't going fast at all. It was drowning. Anyways, let's go.
a very short, 5-minute walk
Don't kid me.
through the port part of the city before you arrive at this. It almost looks like an overturned boat. Like it almost looks like the hull of a ship on the outside that's been overturned that has a door on the front of it. Some music can be heard from the inside. It's warmly lit through the windows that you can see. You can hear people talking already from the outside, music playing. As you enter in to the Hawking Club, you see about 12 to 15 people kind of sitting around, eating, drinking, talking. Some people are singing along with a small band that's playing on a very, very small stage that's kind of been set up. Behind the bar, you see a like a very dark-skinned dwarvish man with like fiery red hair, kind of very very messy and kind of just like all over the place. Big kind of bushy beard, very thick, burly dwarven man. As you walk in, he goes, hello, welcome to the Hawking Club.
Hello.
Are you new here?
Hi.
I don't
Yes.
believe I've seen you around before.
No, I'm pretty hard to miss.
I agree, you're a big lad.
Hi.
And hairy at that.
Thank you.
It's alright. It's alright, come in. Make yourself at home.
Sorry. Doing Christmas.
Please, come in, please. What can I get for you to drink?
I want to have a very strong ale, please.
Oh, ale. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got the petrified boar. It's more of a hard cider, really, but it's an amber cider. It's fruity with a little bit of cinder and smooth finish. It's very good. Or you can get the house brewed. It's a very stout. It's called the house stout. It's made with hops. Very pleasant finish on it. If you want something a little more hearty.
I definitely want the heartiest thing you have.
Very well. That's the house stout. There you go.
All right.
4 copper pieces.
4 copper coming up, and I'll pay him. I gotta actually go back and pay.
You have money?
Better.
Okay. I'm just making sure. 'Cause I'm kind of like being
Okay.
banker over here, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
So I need to know.
Makes me feel bad.
Alright, so that's 1, so I have 6
And I'll
left.
take the cider. What is it?
Very well. Petrified boar hard cider.
Yes.
That'll be 6 copper pieces. Unless you prefer something a little softer there, friend. I know how you elves are. I've got the bit of wine if you were. How about the sultry satyr?
No.
A bloodstained brick?
Bloodstained.
How about the house Shiraz?
I don't.
Oh, you know what? I see your instrument there. You probably want the turquoise barred Pinot Noir.
Those all sound delicious. Yes. But I will take the cider.
Are you sure, friend? It's
Yes.
pretty strong.
Yes.
All right, 6 copper pieces for you then.
Like hold them out and then drop them.
Very well. Feisty. I see how you are.
God, I hate people that do that.
Right?
Oh.
I'm sorry. What was that wine list you said?
Yes. Sure. The turquoise bard. Was that the one you're interested in?
Nay, the one before that, the House
Shiraz.
Shiraz. I'll take one of them.
All right. That'll be 8 silver pieces.
All right.
Dang.
Oh fuck me, right?
Alright, then
I'm
you
just
hurry
kidding.
up.
I don't like you like that. Not yet. Give me a couple more drinks. We might find out.
I'll give you the whole bottle for 2 gold if you like.
I bet you would. I'd bought some food though.
Aye, I have some of that as well if you wish. Got a little bit of
Do you have candied boar?
no, I don't have any boar. Beef, frog, and venison's what we sell.
Venison, please.
Alright, I've got an elf in the back that cooks. It's quite good. I got some pan-fried venison and a garlic sauce, along with some rice and a helping of beets.
Can I replace the beets with more meat?
Sure, if you wish.
Alright. That's what I want.
And what?
It's a
what does the
callback for
beef
you
come
that you forget that you made a joke about Chinese food in this game.
How it's all made by elves.
That's all made out
Yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Hey, which one were you looking at there, friend?
What's the beef? What comes with that?
You get pan-fried beef and a red sauce, served over bread with a serving of leeks.
Aye, I'll take that.
Very well, it'll be 3 silver pieces for you. 3 silver for you as well.
Thank you.
What was the frog?
It's pan-fried frog bits in a cream sauce served with bread and a helping of asparagus.
I'll take that. Yes.
Well, 3 silver as well for you. And for you, strong, silent type lady there. What's gonna do for you?
I would like whatever is the cheapest.
Well, got a bowl of soup if you wish. It's made from scallops caught here in the bay. And some barley and onions. It's 1 silver piece.
Sounds pretty good.
There you go.
Would you like anything to drink?
Again, whatever is the cheapest.
Well, that
That would
would
be the ale, wouldn't it?
Some water.
Water.
Ah.
No, not want water.
very well. The house stout it is. 4 copper for you there.
Okay.
Dysentery from the bay. Green algae. Just
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
I'm good.
oh, I'm stuffed.
Ain't no purified spell strong enough for that.
I'll make it.
You'd be
Oh.
surprised.
Can make
I
it
still got that one running.
Actually, my lady, I forgot. I've got one here in the back. Most people don't like to drink it because it's so strong. It's called the fighting worm.
the fighting worm.
Aye.
You're very creative with these names.
Well, you got to be. You stay in business there. You got to have something that grabs people's imagination. It makes them want to drink it down in large volumes.
How much?
Only 2 copper pieces.
I'll take 2.
Very well. He brings you out the fighting worm. It's this dark amber, like colored. It smells almost like spicy. Very strong, like hop flavor, rough finish. It's like it is a hearty dwarven ale. And but you're drinking from your tankard, I'm assuming.
Nope.
Oh. After the first one, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, I'm gonna get knocked on my ass. Alrighty, let me.
I'm gonna take my drink and sit down at a table.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
Takes a few minutes before he brings all y'all's plates out and food out to you.
Nat 20.
It's stout, but you've been used to drinking, so you handle the first one very, very well.
This is wonderful. What has this been all my life?
Well, we actually brew it here on site.
Really?
Aye.
Secret recipe or?
Well, there's some. We have some secret. Yes, there's a bit of a secret recipe, but I'll let you in on the secret because it's very hard to come by, anyways. It's an herb fresh from the fields of Fel Ardern.
That being.
Fel Ardern. Sorry, I can't talk. Fel Ardern. It's the old dwarven city. Far, far to the north. It was lost a long time ago. It's been abandoned now for a few hundred years, but you can still make expositions there and gather a few things occasionally. So,
And what was the herb called?
the herb itself
Exposition.
is actually it's a dwarven type of hop, actually, that grows underground. It's a bit of almost a cross between a hop and a mushroom. It grows in very dark places. Very potent. It'll knock you on your ass, it will.
I hope so. That's what I'm here for.
Well, you've made it through the first one, so that's a sign you can hold your liquor. But careful, it grows on you.
Hopefully not literally.
Not in that sense, lady. Just it'll creep up on you. It'll catch you before you know it.
Wonderful.
He kind of takes his leave, leaving y'all there with your food
I'm
and
gonna drink the
drinks
other one a
and
little
music.
more slowly.
Anything you guys wish to discuss?
Do I recognize
I'm
the
not
band that's
thinking.
playing? Like being in that kind of group.
Because you play an instrument, you know everyone plays the instrument.
Sure. roll a perception check,
Indian
sir.
crowd.
I mean,
That one plus 5, so 6.
I'm really a fanboy.
Not really familiar with him, no.
Oh my god, you got the autograph, guys. Amazing.
And they're okay.
No, okay.
I mean, they're not bad, but they're not amazing. It's enough to kind of keep the drunk sailors that are here happy and occupied, and
Background music.
yeah, basically. No one that's gonna just like, you're like, oh my gosh, they're so good, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
What is kind of the mood here?
it's fairly happy, kind of jaunty. Like a lot of the sailors are singing along to songs, and there's some people playing cards, and just kind of just a very chill atmosphere for the most part here.
Okay.
So we eat and then turn in, right?
Pretty much.
I'll go get us some rooms. And I'm gonna walk up to the bar.
Okay. Yes, sir. What's gonna do for you?
I'd like to procure 4 rooms if you could.
Very well. 4 rooms. That will be 2 gold pieces.
All right. Which will be vacating them here very shortly, actually. Right about enough time to get a rest in. Is there any way we could cut on that a bit?
Are you looking for an hourly rate, friend? Don't know if we do that here.
All right. I'm just wondering if I could persuade you.
Sure. Roll a persuasion check.
Cool. My +0 should work out
I
well
was
here.
just gonna say. I don't ever remember this.
That'll be a 7.
Yeah, friend, we're not really one of those types of establishments.
I hear you.
All right. Then.
I'm not opposed to sharing if you only wanted to get 2 rooms.
Yeah, it's a cheapskate.
Hi. Are y'all even there? I'm at the
No,
bar.
we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was assuming I never left the bar because I have my
Yeah,
drinks.
she might be.
Oh yeah.
You went to the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we have enough to get a room for everybody. I was just seeing if I could get a better deal.
A better deal would just be us sharing, but okay.
Well, if you and Kandar will shack up together, me and Solomon can.
Okay. Try not to turn into a police orders on him, though.
Make it, oh, don't worry. That won't happen until dawn.
True. Try not to do it on any of us.
That I will try. Make it 2 rooms.
Very well.
If you're feeling kind of sorry, no pun intended there, just run to the bay, jump in the water, and then do it.
Aye, trust me, if it comes to the point where I need to do it, I won't be around anybody.
Okay.
I try not to be.
Because I don't want to die.
Me either.
All right.
So,
So-
1 gold piece for 2 rooms?
Yeah, 1 gold piece for 2 rooms. It's 5 silver, basically, a room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slide it over Tom.
Very well. Pleasure doing business with you lads. Well, if I didn't say it before, welcome to Hawken Club. We're glad to have your patronage.
Absolutely.
I really like this place.
That's nice. It's very chill. I miss Reggie though.
I do like Reggie, but I mean, this place is wonderful. This place is nice. I do like. I feel more at home here than I did there, but
Aye.
I like it.
Closer to the water, I bet.
To the water, to the other sailors. The only thing this place is missing is a nice brawl.
Yeah, let's not do that. I don't know if you remembered what happened last time, but I'd rather not go through that again.
But she knows now. I'm not going to start anything. But I'm just saying that if something were to start, I might jump in.
Well, you drink your drink. I'm gonna go finish my food so we can get some sleep.
Kill
That's
one
wonderful.
person.
As you finish your second drink of the fighting worm,
Biting worm.
make me another
I'll just
Constitution
go
saving
back to
throw
the
at
morning.
disadvantage.
Oh god.
As it gets stronger.
Yep. Here we go.
It creeps up on you.
Yeah.
It creeps up on you.
Why am I rolling 3?
18, so 9 plus 2 is 11.
I mean, not drunk, but I mean, you're definitely got a pretty good buzz going at this point. You're feeling pretty good. And 2 drinks, that's hitting you, so.
I still have my first one too.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Oh yeah, the original ale. Yeah,
But that one's weaker.
it is.
But it's still my third drink.
Kandara. I hope it's okay. To help save us a bit, I booked 2 rooms. I figured you and the cat can sleep in the same room. And Solomon, you're with me. You can have the bed.
It's whatever.
I wouldn't want to hurt your frail self. I'll take the floor.
I don't.
I have a bedroll.
All right.
Technically, you do too. This
Yeah.
This character does.
This character.
I knew you have one, but I made sure I got mine back. I'm sure to use it any chance I get.
Yes, that's suitable.
Fine.
You guys finished your meals. You finished your last drink. It's pretty tipsy at this point before y'all kind of make y'all's way back to your rooms. The rooms here are kind of small, a little dingy. Definitely not as nice as the ones that you guys have been staying at the Anxious Maw, for sure. But there's one small bed in the room. There's just barely enough room for you to lay down, Dalen, kind of horizontally in one of these rooms. Like, it's like barely bigger than, it's like 8.5 feet across. Like, you're pretty,
Problem.
yeah. So you're having a hard time. It's not real comfortable for you. But I mean, it was 1 gold piece for 4 rooms, where the other place is a gold piece per room. So
Yeah.
anyways, you guys drift off to sleep. It's kind of a fitful, restless sleep for most of you, actually. And with that, though, I'm going to need everyone to leave, except for Amber.
Garage secrets.
Yeah.
All right. Man, it's been a minute since we've had to do this.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna take this, but I'll take it off.
Sorry, the garage is a mess. My kids and your kids destroyed that place.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, can you open the garage from the?
Outside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you might die.
Good luck.
I don't know around your house. I just don't want to disturb the green screen. But
Yeah, you're fine. That'll be alright.
yeah.
You can stay. Alright. So, Kandar, as you finally drift off to sleep, you awaken sleeping on the cold, hard ground as you kind of stand up, brushing the pine needles from your armor. Again, kind of looking around. It's about dusk, standing in the mountains, cold breeze blowing through. You recognize this to be the area just kind of outside of your village, where many of the women would typically tend to whatever fields or crops you might try to grow in this hard, harsh environment. Before you start hearing the soft crunch of snow behind you. As you turn around, you see what almost looks like a drow or an elven man standing there, dark, black skin, long, flowing, silvery hair, these piercing silver eyes, dressed in this fine leather robe and suit, long fingernails on all of his fingers, as he kind of walks closer towards you. And he goes, "My child, you have not come to me in some time. I feel like we are losing our connection. Have I done something to offend you? Have I wronged you in some way? I have kept our agreement. I have kept our bargains.
You kept our bargains?
I have.
You told me you would tell me who hurt my family, who killed my village. And you have not come forward with that.
Well, as I told you, it sometimes takes some time in the realms of gods, but I sense your impatience, and I'm here to tell you, I have found the one responsible for slaughtering your family and your village and causing this death.
And?
Because it is better if I show you. And as he says that, your vision kind of shifts and spins and turns before you're standing in the middle of your village, but it's burning and it's on fire, and you hear screams and running, and you see this large individual, almost in this solid black, heavy iron-looking plate mail, walking through your village as they begin just slashing through these people left and right, blood splattering everywhere. And this goes on, and you see almost the whole entire scene of this playing out. Your neighbors, you see eventually your own family as you see it enter the home and come out and begin running down the street. As you kind of begin piecing together all those bodies that you saw in your village laying and slain. And he goes, I'm sorry to show you this, my child. I'm sure it is not pleasant for you. But do you see the mark that he wears? Make a perception check.
I see it, yeah. Not very good. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
9.
Do you not see it? Very well. As he kind of holds his hand out, the whole scene almost stops and freezes in place. He goes, come, look closer. And he brings you and walks. You like begin to be able to walk through this scene of destruction and chaos as you're stepping over the bodies. Some of the blood still spraying. It's frozen in the air. As you get closer and move around to the front of this large armored individual. The armor itself is just black, solid,
That's
almost.
just one person?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Almost like it's just almost like cast iron the way that it looks, black and thick and heavy, and around their neck is just a small necklace with a single white raven's feather around it. And you'll see. I told you. Nezroth is responsible for your family's death. Perhaps not in the way you had remembered it. Perhaps you blocked those memories from your mind to shield yourself from this knowledge.
Why? Why would I block my mind from the knowledge that Nezroth killed my family with the knowledge of Nezroth?
Perhaps you wished it to be a god that was responsible for your people's death, and not a mortal such as yourself. Perhaps you wanted to blame her for one of her followers.
I don't, which I don't know, it may have just been whatever, but whenever we talked about before
Mm-hmm.
in my village, there was no evidence of burning.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
Here I see houses on fire and things that still are not consistent. But the last time I saw my village.
This is your mind and your dream. I am only showing you what I can. I'm still beyond the veil. My power is weak still. But fulfill our bargain. Help me through. And everything I've promised you and more will be yours. But I do have a name of this individual. Should you want it. And should I still have your loyalty?
What is the name?
So we are still...
I make no promises. You show me things you say that are in my mind. You tell me that you're weak, but yet you promise me everything?
Once our deal is complete, you will have everything and more.
Can I insight God?
Sure.
I mean, I don't know if... I'm sure he has deception of like 100. 17?
It's hard to read.
Yeah. I have seen my village now in 3 different ways. Each way is not does not match the way before. I don't believe that this is just the power of one mortal man.
I don't know. I would not underestimate you mortals at all. I've seen the things you are capable of. You are immensely powerful, especially now with my guidance and help. You have gained the power to avenge your family, to avenge their murders and their death, and to set me free so that I can bring them back.
Who is this person you said that kills my family?
Because I have taken so long in giving it to you, I will throw you this boon.
What do you think?
The name is Otha.
Spell that right.
O-T-H-A.
Otha?
Otha. He is one of the high priest, of Nezroth.
Well, I should know him then, shouldn't I?
Y'all, your village worships Nezroth, but he's like one of the high priests of the whole religion.
Why would Nezroth...
I do not know. I am uncertain of what.
High priest.
All I know is that for some reason Nezroth deemed you or your village a threat, and so she sought.
A threat?
For some reason. I do not know. I only came to you in your anguish and suffering. I don't know what was going on in your life beforehand. I was not having my eye on you.
Speaking of eyes on me, I am told that not only do you and Nezroth watch over me, but Simdi does as well. Why is that?
Well,
Is she not your cohort?
to be honest, she... And as he says that, it's almost like he turns to a distant dust and mist and this scatters into snowflakes. A cold moment passes. And then another. Before you hear walking on the snow behind you.
Oh.
Softer this time. As you turn around, you see the visage of this beautiful woman. Long, flowing white hair. A single white feather in her hair. Blue tattoos running down each one of her face and her cheek. One through her chin. This piercing, almost crystalline blue eyes. Pale white skin, long, flowing blue dress. Arms bare in the cold winter winds. As you look at her skin, It's almost porcelain white. Just these small looking, almost like indentations or like rises of like different snowflakes all across her arms and down her hands. She looks at you with this saddened and confused look upon her face. And she says, "My child, where have you been? I have been looking everywhere for you. Why have you left?"
I'm gonna walk up to her and I'll like go on my knees before her and I bow my head. Mother, what happened to my village? I was told that you took them. I don't understand. The other god said that you killed my people, that you killed your people. But then the visions, they're not making sense and nothing is adding up, and I've done horrible things.
My child, it is true in the past, my people have died from winters cold and harsh, but I did not kill our village.
Did you send a man to kill them?
I did not. Look into your heart. Find your truth there. Find your way back to me. You are hidden from me. It is all I could do to break through and see you. You're shrouded in darkness. You know what happened to your village. Look deep within you. About that time, you wake up. It's early morning hours. You're alone. You hear the still kind of breathing of the purring of the tabaxi next to you. And you're alone with your thoughts. And with that, I'm gonna go get everybody else.
Okay.
Alright. Garage secret's done?
Yep. Not too long.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Table secrets.
Hello. I guess I could have taken a long way, but I didn't do that. Just kidding.
Also, when you wake up, you notice there's a few just drops of water. That seems to have dropped from down on your shoulders.
From me?
Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Stupid tall chairs.
Garage secrets.
We're doing secret stuff.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
The rest of you spend a very uncomfortable, like weird night. Weird dreams fill your heads. Lotus, the entire time that you're asleep, you dream that you're in this like mirrored funhouse, and you're just stumbling through it and can't seem to find your way out, just with loud carnival music just blasting in the background
Oh, Pennywise is at it again.
before you eventually come to wake in the morning.
Is it Cthulhu again? Ugh, I swear, if it's Cthulhu.
Saul,
Yes.
your night is spent traveling through a fun house as well with the carnival music blasting. But this one is more of a spooky, scary house filled with the undead and demons and chasing you through this house before eventually you awaken.
Oh, you got Yogg-Sothoth.
That's terrifying.
Dalen,
Gary.
yours, your dream, you awaken in this fairground, this carnival, the music blasting, Navarra at your side as you make your way through, going ride to ride with her before y'all eventually enter into a maze. Begin making your way through this maze, but then you get separated. You can't seem to find your way back to her no matter how hard you try. You can hear her calling out for you,
I'm sorry, who's he with the
but you can't find her
Son of a bitch.
until you wake up.
I feel like they got dreams that meant something, and then we just, Pennywise.
Fucker. So it's about midnight-ish, as far as we can tell.
At this point, it's probably a little after midnight.
Alright.
Never before have I been so happy to be awake.
Hi, how'd you sleep?
Yeah, I guess it was a nightmare about a carnival.
Yes, I dreamt about
I
the
had-
carnival.
I had something about the same.
Carnival?
Yes. What about you?
There was no carnival.
Oh.
Weird. Well, let's go ahead and see if we can catch those thieves.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You guys make your way out into the main bit of the tavern. The party has definitely died down. There's still a few patrons sitting around. One guy's kind of slumped over at the bar, pitcher still in hand. Sure, easy enough to do.
Yeah.
You got you another ale. Before you make your way out into the night.
Does she seem to have a problem?
It's the first step.
She hasn't admitted it. That's not the first step.
We need.
Hey, I did. Hey, okay, out of character. Last time I said that, I've been told I have a problem.
I mean, look, if it doesn't affect her in the fight, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, you guys make your way out onto the very empty city streets at this point. The magical lanterns that light the city streets every so often are glowing and on, giving just kind of this warm amber glow to the evening. Very cold, chilly wind coming off the sea. You guys begin making your way down to the docks.
I'm gonna start playing like a sea shanty, like a slow kind of somber sea shanty.
I'm gonna put my hand out and stop him. I don't think that's a very good idea right now.
Why not?
We're trying to catch some thieves.
I don't think we should let anybody know that we're out here.
That's fair enough.
Take my hand away.
So be as you guys begin walking in silence.
Although that was a very jiggy tune. I'd love to hear it later.
Yes, of course.
So, if you are planning to go stealthily, make some stealth checks.
I should have stayed.
I'm a cast pass without a trace.
Okay.
Hey, everybody stay close to me. I think it's what, +10?
Yeah.
19.
I still got a nat. I don't like these dice. I still got a nat 1.
I don't know. They gave you a nat 20 on that drink.
They know what's important.
Right. Okay, so well, it's still a nat 1 is a nat 1, but if you still want to add everything up, that'd be 11 plus 8, so 19.
I mean, for a nat 1, I've seen worse.
And that is true. It could be
Amazing.
so much worse. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
She stepped on my tail again.
Quit walking in front of me.
Quit walking behind me.
Get over it. I just imagine, I know you're not doing this, but you know how cats like always like walk and like show you their butt and like, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm on the right posture for that.
I don't know, that's all I'm imagining. It's just
I
like
know.
in front of me like, I need one of those gyms.
Oh my god.
I'm going to buy you that for Christmas.
My cat would love it.
And a whole episode just based on that.
Remember when we were playing Couture?
Yeah, that was just a whole
They don't-
recording.
that keeps
whole
coming
thing.
up somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
Weird how cats' assholes are always in our conversations.
It's amazing.
It is weird.
Popping up.
Very strange.
Really weird.
Would you like to know mine, Craig?
Yes, please.
It's a flaccid 20.
Flaccid 20. All right. So we have flaccid 20, natural 1, but it ends up being what, like a 16?
19.
19. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
30. I'm a very sneaky guy.
How's Bugsy doing?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, I haven't even talked to him in a minute. He's just hanging out in my fanny pack.
Have you fed the poor guy?
You're just slinking along, bunny sitting in your fanny pack, looking around.
Yeah.
As you
I've fed him a little bit of leeks at dinner, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that you're feeding your imaginary pet.
I'm gonna assume I
Yeah.
would too because Dalen knows he's there.
Yeah.
Dalen loves animals more than he loves people.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You guys begin making your way
Does that
stealthily.
mean I'm a gray area?
You're the exception to the rule.
Oh, fucking
Oh.
fluffernutter.
Oh, Lord. So stealthily-ish, making your way. Starts off a little rough, but y'all right by the tavern, so the loud noises are kind of overlooked. Of the squealing cat getting her tail stepped on again. Before you guys begin finally kind of finding your rhythm, slinking through the shadows themselves almost seeming to creep up and bind around you, making you even more obscured in the darkness as you move. Before you eventually reach the docks, just the soft lapping of the waves against the hulls of the boats. Not much sound happening right now. Occasionally you see a guard or two off in the distance with a torch walking down some of the piers, up and down the boats, looking occasionally. What would you guys like to do?
Well, we need to investigate, right?
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Do we
good.
stay together? Or do we split up?
How many boats are there tied up at the docks?
Currently, from the end of the dock that y'all are on,
Mm-hmm.
which direction are y'all going, east or west?
Which way
How
we're
big are
all
these docks, man?
This
Far as I
harbor
can see.
Uh-huh.
is like several miles long. There's probably a couple
Oh my
hundred
God.
ships along this.
Bitch.
So
Um,
we don't know
I don't
where
want to.
they've been striking.
Just, we perhaps should have asked better questions.
Yes.
We just
Oh,
I blame you.
yeah, because we didn't, I have an idea.
The we want to send Bugsy to do some scouting?
We haven't told him that name yet.
Right.
But
Do we want to send Bugsy?
we can send my little friend here. He's got some pretty good stealth, and he
That's the rabbit.
my rabbit. I can talk to him. So he's pretty fucking quick as well.
Yes. Ah, well.
So we could send him to scout. That's always an option. Because honestly, no fucking idea where to go from here.
Can rabbits swim?
I'm
Want
not
to
gonna
give him
have
your
him swim.
ring?
I mean, just in case.
I mean,
Is it on this little-
hopefully whoever sees him just sees a fucking rabbit and doesn't mess with him.
Hopefully.
I don't know. What do y'all think? Apparently, it's a very big harbor.
Yes.
We have no idea where these thieveries are happening. We did not get enough information for this situation.
Those fighting pits are looking better and better.
So we could send your bunny, correct?
Aye.
We could send you to do recon
Aye.
as
Because I
Whatever
can
you want to
also
be.
be a bunny. That's fast.
I feel like a rat would be better, but
I like
I
it
don't
when
know
he's
how
a
fast.
raccoon.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I do a
Just they
very,
can climb
a
walls.
very good raccoon.
see, I only know how to do a cat.
No, rats are a bit slow. Yeah. I can do cats as well. Alright. Which, as far as small but also quick, honestly, bunny is kind of the best option we have there. I could turn into a bunch of things that are quicker or smaller, but none that'll be above. I can turn into a giant elk.
No,
It's very fast.
I feel like
I feel like that'd be a little large.
Also quite big.
How fast is it?
Quick.
It's like 60 feet of movement.
How tall is a giant elk?
I don't know. It's like larger, extra large. It's giant.
Oh,
It's like 18. It's like 18 to 20 foot to the shoulders.
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
You can do that? Why haven't you done that
They're
before?
real big.
why would you tell
I
me?
don't know. They're alright.
People may.
I mean,
Great.
as far as movement to size, rabbit's gonna be about the best option. I can send my rabbit friend this way. I can go this way, and we can see if we see anything. But there's no saying we could catch it.
Or we can just go back to bed and come back tomorrow and ask more questions.
Well, we're here now. We,
I mean, I
we'll
feel
have to-
like we should do something.
I've already
I'm already
woken up.
awake.
So what are you guys doing?
How
What is the
dare
plan?
you have a good fucking idea? That's bullshit. That's not how we operate around here. I fucking tell you. We go in half-cocked with no information. If you don't like it, then you can fucking leave.
What if I do leave? Like, at least I'm not going to get caught by the guards.
What's if I do that? She's like, I want to go find that five pit. See if it's still open.
What if we just...
I mean, we could go do that. We
Three
could see if
left.
the five pit's still open.
Aye, we could do
Midnight
the
is not late for
Fight pits.
rough.
drunken debauchery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what if we just search ships?
Because we don't have the proper words for that.
Real quick, I want me and my bunny
Okay.
to make a perception check.
Opposite directions. Okay.
just to see what we can see.
Sure. Make a perception check for your bunny and for yourself.
Shit.
Alright. For me, that'll be a 15.
Okay.
For the bunny, that'll be a natural 1.
Okay.
He's not liking this idea.
Your rabbit hops off. Like he begins to hop off the other direction about 15 to 20 feet, and he just kind of sits down. Ears kind of flop out.
You don't find anything then. Alright. Oh, he has advantage on perception checks.
Did that just in general?
Yes.
Okay.
He has keen senses.
Very well.
Actually, so do I. No, because I'm not a bunny right now.
I thought you were.
If
bunny.
I'm a bunny.
Are you a bunny or are you not a bunny?
I did
I
not.
thought you were becoming a bunny. Okay.
I didn't turn bunny. I was
Gotcha.
just looking to look.
Okay.
Alright. That's slightly better. That'll be a 18.
Okay. He still only hops about 20 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of turns around and begins like hopping back to the group and just like sits down and kind of looks out to the ocean.
Nothing then.
And then as you're kind of beginning making your perception along, kind of looking, I mean, you're focused very heavily on the boats.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking at each boat as you walk along, listen to the kind of waves. You know, the moon, you hadn't noticed the moon out tonight or anything like that, but it seems brighter than perhaps it should be for this time of night with no moon visible. And as you're kind of scanning along the boats, you see, like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles off the shoreline, just this beacon of like these, it looks like, almost looks like lights of a city that now is all of a sudden out in the middle of this ocean.
What the fuck?
Do you know what this is?
I have an idea.
Oh.
And Lotus.
Is anybody else around me?
Not currently, you've walked about, I'll say about 250, 300 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way back then. Hey, y'all see the fucking lights?
The lights?
The lights?
We see the lights.
Looks like there's a... It's almost like a city out there.
And it looks like it's a large city as you go again and look, and you can just see like just little bits of lights that look like they would be in houses or windows. The buildings themselves that you kind of see backlit from some of the lights behind, though, they're oddly shaped and kind of almost flowy and resemble a bit almost like sea coral.
What is that?
I don't fucking know. Do you want to go check it out?
I don't.
So how far off is it?
About 1.5 miles or 2 miles offshore.
How would we get there?
Don't you have a giant plesiosaur? Is that what it was?
Can it carry on?
I don't know if y'all...
Pretty.
I don't know if
big,
y'all have
isn't
seen
it?
it.
Then you turned into it in front of the cave where they were sleeping, so I don't know if
Yeah.
they would have seen it or not. But
And it's got
Um,
flippers. So.
Yeah, it's got a swim speed.
How big is it?
It says large.
what is your swim speed?
40. Yeah, I don't know the calculations for that.
I got you. I'm working on it.
Well, are there any public boats we can take?
Not at this hour.
I mean, we could take them and return them.
Aye.
We are under the cities, doing a job for the city.
Does
Aye,
it
we
go
are.
higher than that?
I don't know.
Well, if this is the reason things are going missing, then yeah. Of course, we can't know that for sure until we investigate. We're here on city business, investigating the docks.
Ask
This
Larry.
is something fucking weird happening at the docks.
I mean, I guess you're right. Let's go for it.
So is there a little boat we can borrow?
You were a sailor. What, is there boats around here that the four of us can handle? With only one of us having any experience in the matter.
There's probably a couple dinghies around here, but Is there?
There are dinghies on the sides of some of these boats and things like that. Some set up on some of the piers and docks. I'm not sure who they belong to, but you can definitely. There's no one right around right this second. You could definitely steal one.
Borrow.
Sure.
We're going to return it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if going towards lights in
I
the
don't
middle of
either.
the ocean is a good idea. What if they're here in the morning?
Well, I mean,
I doubt they will be. But if you want to, I mean, I want to go check it out.
And you
I'm-
can't carry us all.
You could. As
I
a
mean-
as a political source, yeah, you could.
I could.
I don't want to steal.
It doesn't seem like a good idea.
I did not know you had a moral code.
I mean,
It's not.
after that sailor,
It's not.
you helped cover it up.
It's not really a moral code. It's just
Don't get us fine now.
I'm just really against getting caught.
Aye.
I don't want to steal from
We won't steal it.
We're borrowing.
We'll use it for city business.
I don't agree.
And then we will bring it back. And if we can't bring it back, we'll pay them back for it.
You trying to persuade me?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh,
Yeah,
let
I'm
me
trying to
persuade.
persuade you.
Persuasion versus insight.
Can I
Use-
help? Because I'm trying to talk him into it too.
What is your argument? Let's see if it's helpful or not.
But we're borrowing it. That's what I was saying. We're bringing it back.
No advantage, just roll.
But listen, no.
Can I give
Listen.
her advantage?
If we use one of his spells to turn into the big thing, it's one less spell he has when we get there. We don't know what we're getting into.
All the more better to come here when the Publix is open.
Well, and they do have a point for that. The lights may be gone.
I don't.
All right, I'll go with you.
Oh my goodness.
Aye.
I have to roll.
I drive the boat.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
okay with that.
No, I meant I drive
How
the boat, and when
much?
I say goes, and I really don't want to
How
go.
much is a
Huh.
dinghy?
Probably 15, 20 gold.
15, 20 gold.
Yeah.
Alright. The boat that we decide on the dinghy from, I'm assuming you'll pick it. Whichever boat that is, I'm gonna take 20 gold. I'm gonna stack it up right next to the,
That'll last long.
Okay.
I don't know,
Sure.
steering wheel, whatever the hell it's called.
The helm.
Helm?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
sneak onto the boat.
Yeah.
Leave 20 gold right
I'm gonna
next
leave
to
20
the-
gold right there.
Okay.
And that way, if we can't bring it back, at least we've paid them for it. Does that sound right to you?
It seems as though I'm not going to get out of this.
I
Fine.
mean, you can get out of it if you like. I'm gonna go see what's going on.
Yes, this is very interesting.
Fine, but the moment that there is something dangerous, we're leaving.
I thought you loved
That's
this fight.
probably not gonna happen.
I like fighting, but you know, at least that's kind of a known thing. Mysterious, I can't find mysterious lights.
Ah, you can. You just punch them.
Yeah.
I do want to let you know I don't
I don't
agree
know
with
if
this
it'll
man.
work,
I don't want to
But
do
that's
this
what
man.
you do.
Let's just
I
go.
understand.
Just get this over with.
We'll pull Kendara off to the side. Do you think she's got a point? That's how we ended up with 2 dead friends, 3 dead friends, and 2 swords. We do kind of rush into things.
Maybe. But I feel like this is connected to whatever is happening. And I think the kitty might be a little scared since she almost dies every time.
That has happened.
Thank you.
I mean,
So
when it comes down to it, we are here to investigate the area, and this is something weird happening in the area.
We could wait till the morning, ask the guards, see if the thing is there still in the morning. I don't remember seeing it because I wasn't looking for it. And rent the boat the correct way. We could try that. Personally,
I don't think we should.
I want to go see what it is. But I don't want people to keep
If this
dying.
is what's happening, if this is what's stealing things, then it needs to be taken care of.
I agree.
Y'all
And
could
if
use
it's
what I
not?
said against me. Because I did mention that it sounds like they're stealing something for like a city or, a large thing. This seems to be something large off this,
It's true. It's true.
Oh,
Aye, she
are
did
we-
say that.
Are we having to talk her into it?
I don't know. She already said she's coming. She just said if there's any sign of danger, she's leaving.
How's she
I
going
mean-
to leave?
Probably with a boat. That's okay. I can turn into a dinosaur. We can swim.
We'll be okay.
Okay. Bye.
It's okay. I can turn into a dinosaur. Good plan B.
You've talked me into it.
I thought that was I can turn into a dinosaur. I can stop her. Believe me. It's like,
Well, that too.
I mean,
I was like, I could take the boat and throw it in a tree or something.
Probably use the boat.
I'll just carry the boat with me everywhere I go.
I mean, if we destroy the boat, we're out 20 gold.
I didn't just destroy it.
How else would I stop her?
That's true.
Okay.
Or-
sorry.
or was
No,
she-
y'all are fine. Y'all do
Yeah.
awesome.
I would. Yeah. I'm gonna hop in the boat.
And so you guys begin taking the dinghy off of the ship and
Come on,
placing it
Kitty.
in
Don't
the
be a
water.
pussy.
Everyone kind of climbs into this dinghy.
I really want to push her off the boat right now.
Y'all begin
I didn't
kind
want to
of
say that, but it was too good. I didn't want to say that. Come on, Kitty.
y'all begin
We need
rolling
you
your
now.
way kind of
Yeah,
out
get to be
into
useful.
the surf. As you begin growing closer, it's a bit of a struggle to get kind of past the first bit of waves, but as you kind of get over those and kind of get out a little bit further in to the ocean, it's a little easier traveling. As you begin rowing closer and closer, the city itself almost seems to be getting larger and larger as you get there. It's spanning this giant landscape in front of you now that you can clearly assure was not there beforehand. The lights beginning to grow brighter as you see everything. You get just a little over maybe half a mile from it before you can. It just fills up the expanse of your vision as far as you can almost see in either direction at this point.
It's a very large city.
And at one end of it, you see this giant head lift up out of the water and then go back down into the water right at the front of the city.
What kind of head?
Make a perception check.
All of us?
Sure.
Because, I mean, we all
Nice.
saw this.
Yes.
That's a
it's-
natural 19.
It's hard to miss.
Trask.
Okay, so 19 plus 6 is 25.
Okay.
23.
Say 25 for the bunny.
Okay.
Bunny knows.
The bunny knows.
And a 17 for me.
Okay. What was yours?
23.
Okay.
9.
You have no clue what it is.
You're looking at the lights.
You're like it's this giant, beautiful. It does. The city itself almost looks like it's made out of pure coral at this point, where you've gotten closer to seeing it. The head though that rises out is burned into your mind, except that it's 50, 100 times larger, maybe 1,000 times larger than the one that has scarred you for life. This giant turtle-like head that just sinks back underneath the water.
And I turn the fuck around. Like, I don't ask them questions. I turn around.
And that's where we'll take our break. So,
Go.
hey, all right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out, watching that episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, go check out the series on our YouTube. And there's a bunch of episodes up there of us playing that game. It's a lot of fun. Anyways, let's jump back into it. So as you guys see this giant dragon turtle head that's massive, bigger than any dragon turtle you ever even imagined. I mean, this thing is miles long across, and its head goes down below the water.
I turn around. I'm not doing this. Nope.
What's going on?
You turn the boat around?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not doing. No, I am not doing anything to do with a goddamn dragon turtle. No. No.
I believe a little bit of explanation is in order.
Okay, well, I will tell you once we get back to the shore.
How about you tell us as we go? We got time.
All right, fine. So, and I am still going towards the shore, by the way.
I'm not gonna. Hey, I don't know how to work a fucking boat.
Okay, so when I was little and just left home, I got to I joined a merchant ship, and went well, great for a while, but eventually coming back full of cargo, we were stopped by a dragon turtle that demanded tribute. We couldn't pay it, and it.
You okay there?
Yo, go ahead.
Your story really meant a lot to him.
I guess so. He's all choked up. Oh.
Oh my god.
I mean,
You need a Heimlich maneuver?
Oh, good.
Okay.
It's like a wrong pipe situation or something. Oh, go ahead. Don't mind me.
Oh man.
You gotta make sure our dinosaur is okay. Okay.
I'm good.
I was a bodyguard on a merchant ship. Dragon turtle paid tribute. Okay. We couldn't pay the tribute, and so it decided to essentially destroy our ship. It killed everybody except for me and the captain.
isn't the captain supposed to go down with the ship?
I forced him away from it. He wanted to, but he was also a little unconscious. He couldn't make decisions himself.
And why did it let you live?
It didn't.
Oh.
You fought the turtle off.
No, I don't think it knew that I was still alive. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, was it this turtle?
I don't care what it is. If you really want to know the lights, get off the boat now.
I can't swim.
So
Not in that armor.
No.
This was really light.
Well, if it's making you that uncomfortable, we don't have to go just yet. But I think we should find out some more.
very well, but I'm not doing this. No.
All right. Well, you're the captain of this boat, so I guess back to the docks it is.
What are you talking about? We're already there. I'm already out on the boat.
15, 20 minutes, yeah, y'all eventually arrive at the docks again. Everyone disembarks back onto the...
I'm gonna go grab my 20 gold.
Okay. Make an investigation check to find the ship that you... Because y'all just went back to a dock.
Son of a bitch.
Well, I figured, I figured I was bringing it back to where I...
Yeah, y'all were out at sea coming back in the middle of the night to a random harbor.
God has spoken. Sorry.
Natural fucking 20.
But amazingly, she brought y'all right back to
Right back.
almost to right where y'all departed from.
Right.
Crazy
That's
sailing.
that's some good fucking boat in there.
Easy enough to
My
find
gold
your
back.
20 gold.
Thank you. I can get a natural 20 to find gold. Get a fucking 7 to live. Bullshit.
Yeah, well, whatever. So, y'all are back on shore. What would you like to do?
Well, since we're already in the area, maybe we should take another look around, see if we can find anything stealing from some ships, just in case.
Besides,
There's no saying the
We can always
giant turtle
Just let the turtle
the
come to
reason.
us. And then I want to punch in its fucking eyeball.
I mean,
Oh,
if you
sorry,
wanted
language.
to punch it,
You had the
we
chance
could
to.
have. we were going up to it.
No.
You could have punched
no,
it very
no.
easily.
No, I'd rather punch it from dry land, thank you.
It's a turtle.
The turtle does not count as dry land!
Okay.
I thought you were a sailor.
I don't want to have to deal with it, you know?
Alright.
Can I roll to push him into the harbor?
The verbal? Yeah, I guess.
Fucking try me.
Like, good
It would be
God.
strength versus strength.
No, I'm not actually
You
gonna
want
roll
to
it.
dance? You want to dance this dance, kitten?
Yes! I will.
I fucking don't.
I'm gonna walk off.
Okay. Where are you headed?
I don't know.
Okay.
Inside her.
Okay. You watch Saul and Kendar kind of begin walking off in the opposite direction of you and Lotus arguing on the dock.
Let's take a look at the ships. See if we find anything.
Alright.
So is everyone investigating these ships? Is that what's happening?
That's what I'm doing from our
I can do
part
that.
where Kendar and them walked off back.
I'll join him.
My investigation is amazing, as always.
Probably the best ever.
Gotta find it.
Is it better than a 6?
Yeah, it's a 7.
You and Saul kind of begin wandering around aimlessly on the docks.
18.
I feel like we are being useless.
Investigation, that's intelligence,
I feel
right?
like we would be a lot better
Yeah.
if we were on a turtle investigating a city.
Yes, well, what can you do about it?
Bunny don't see shit. I got a 16.
I got 17.
Do you know any stories about that?
About the turtle? Do I know any stories? Skindara from the mountains know any stories about
A turtle in the sea. Roll a history check at disadvantage. You wouldn't know. You can roll a history check, just plain history check.
16?
7.
You? No.
I don't know.
I mean, you've heard there's old wives' tales of a city that resides on the back of a giant turtle that has been seen in numerous places, which is why most people discount it as not true, but it's been seen in numerous places all over the world.
Yes, this tale is that just a city on a turtle. It just kind of moves around. Nobody really
It's never,
believes it, but
never in one place very long.
Well, obviously it is real.
so if we're gonna go back, we might go pretty soon.
Do you know a way out there?
Well, Aelin can turn into what was it? I'm sure something that big could carry you and me.
Dalen might do that. We go find Dalen.
Okay.
Well,
You're walking along, investigating ships.
oh, I was with him.
Yeah, you and Dalen both.
Yeah, we're
kind
both-
of
Oh, okay.
walking along,
Let's
investigating ships. 16 and 18, is that right?
Something like that, yeah. 16,
Yeah,
17,
I
16,
wanna-
18.
See, a bunch of lights.
I mean, you do. Obviously, the city's still out there. Every now and then, it's almost like it's just at the peripheral of your vision. You almost see like just this tiny little, almost seems like a floating orb of light that will dance along and then just kind of flitter along and disappear. And it flitters along. Sometimes it's like you out of like just. And then
I mean, can I focus on that? Can I try to look at that specifically? where I see that coming from?
Sure. Yeah. As you kind of turn your direction
I
towards.
don't want to be the guy to be like, yeah, let me investigate like 7 times until I finally get it. But
I mean, yeah. You see
if I
this thing.
see something,
Yeah.
throw
You just
that
catch
out
like just the glimpse out of the side of your eyes. You turn and look. By the time you turn and look, it's gone.
Mhm.
Whatever it was has disappeared.
Oh, okay. What's that? Ship's on it.
It's just like an orb of light. It looks like it's about that big. Every now and then you see it just out of your eye. It's almost like it's.
I would like to speak to Ice Dragon's Fang.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi, Ice Dragon's Fang.
Yes. Yes, sir. What is it I can do for you?
Do you feel the presence of a light floating around us? It seems to be just in the corner of my vision, but every time I look at it, it just disappears. Do you know what it might be?
Make a perception check for Ice Dragon's Fang. It's a +6 to his perception.
9.
No. My vision is limited to a radius around you, but you kind of almost feel like this chill in the air for a second as your back almost gets cold. Even as I stretch out to whatever consciousness I have outside of this, I can't seem to locate anything. I'm sorry.
Does that sound like anything?
What does
I should
it
mention
do?
there's a giant turtle with a city of coral on its back, out in the bay somewhere. We think it might have something to do with that. And I'm gonna explain the entire situation of investigating the docks. Things have been going missing.
Do you explain also what you kind of been seeing out of the corner of your eye and stuff
yeah,
as well?
everything.
Okay. That's amazing. So make an Arcana check. Do you want to make an Arcana check on the lights or the city?
Could I do one on both?
You can.
Or
Just ask which
one-
one do you want to do first.
We'll do the lights first.
Okay. So roll an Arcana check and
Okay.
add +15.
Okay. Be a 21.
Well, the lights that you speak of, I'm not for certain, since I was not able to perceive them or sense them myself, but certain fey creatures, small in nature, troublesome beings, known sometimes as pixies, can take that form and they cause mischief and havoc around. So it's very possible, perhaps that is what you're seeing. They are very fast, very small, give off illuminescent in nature, especially at night.
And this turtle city, would that be the kind of place that has pixies?
Roll an Arcana check. +15.
So much better.
23.
Okay. Well, there's old tale that comes to mind from so long ago. Was I there? It's hard to remember. But I do recall a city that resided on the back of a turtle, storm, rough seas, Maelstrom, perhaps? I believe Maelstrom was the name of it. Very interesting place. I believe it's home of giants, though, if I recall correctly. It's been so long. But very hard to find.
Hi.
A bit of a wives' tale, as it were.
What kind of giants?
Well, storm giants, actually.
Hi. That sounds like something I don't want to be a part of. if I had to imagine. Alright. Pixies. As far as the burglaries, would the Pixies possibly be the situation here? Or could the Pixies be possibly in the employ of the Giants, trying to get supplies for the city?
I mean, that's entirely possible, yes.
Whatever. Sorry. What can we do about Pixies? Or, if I do happen to come across one of these storm giants, what is something I could do to best protect myself? Any weaknesses that you know of? Any way of vanquishing these foes?
Well, storm giants are quite powerful. I don't know their strengths and weaknesses per se off the top of my head, but I don't know that they are typically the more civilized of the giant clan and more easily reasoned with rather than fought.
Really?
Engaging in fighting with them would be probably ill-advised. Possible. I mean, they can be slain and can be defeated, but they are quite powerful but typically prone to be more civilized of the natures of giants. So reason would probably be your best bet.
Aye. Alright, so speak to him. I just wanted to make sure last time we saw a giant it didn't work out too well.
I remember the stone giants that you encountered in the mountain. Little more savage, little more barbarian. They are not quite as intelligent as the storm giants. Storm giants far more civilized, far more cultured as well.
Alright. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your help.
Anything I can do.
Which I don't know if y'all came up yet. I'm gonna let you know about Pixies.
You had heard about half that side of the conversation. You had heard his half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still there talking to himself.
Probably him holding a sword. Hey, guy.
What's up?
Have
What?
No.
No, don't have to. No, it's somewhat bad.
A few minutes of y'all searching around before Saul and Kendar kind of catch up to you as well.
There is nothing here.
Yes, I agree.
I believe we need to go to the island, see what that is about. If you're scared, Kitty, you can stay here.
I would gladly stay here.
I was just talking to my friend here, and I'm gonna explain. How in depth do you want me to go into the explanation?
You can just summarize. Since they all were here and heard it, you can
Yeah.
just summarize it.
Like I said, there's Pixies here. There's storm giants on the turtle. Probably somebody we can talk to and reason with rather than just fight. A little more intelligent than the stone giants. Which I don't know about y'all, but I know a bit of giants myself, and I could speak with them. So I think it'd be worth going and talking to them, seeing if they're the reason why things are going missing, why things are going missing, things like that. So I'm willing to go.
I'm not.
Alright?
You know, Kitty, when I met you, I thought we were made for the same thing.
I guess we're not.
I'm trying to persuade.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Roll persuasion versus insight. I mean, yet again, persuasion is not mind control.
Shit. It's
And I'm
not
sure
gonna
there's a
happen.
good fight to be had.
Oh, wow. Well, a 2 + 6 is 8.
Did you roll a 2?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 2 too.
Plus.
Not plus 6.
Persuasion?
She wins.
Can I help her?
It's already been rolled, dude.
Rolled. I mean,
She doesn't want to come.
I don't.
Instead of facing the thing that she is scared of, she chooses to stay on the bank like a coward.
You mean a scaredy cat, okay? If you're going to call me a coward, at least use the proper terminology.
Whatever.
Mommy and Mommy are fighting?
That's never happened before.
Not yet.
So Thalen, can you turn into whatever it was?
I can. But I tell you what, kitty cat. If we don't come back, send somebody our way, whether it's you or someone else.
I shall do so,
Thank you.
but try not to.
I'm going to turn into a Paleosaurus.
Plesiosaurus?
Paleosaurus.
Hops off the dock, flies his arms out.
Can he belly flop into the water?
Bloop, bloop.
Ships
Bloop, bloop, motherfucker.
in the,
Let me take that off.
you and Saul climb onto his back.
Yeah.
All right. And you watch as this large, long-necked water dinosaur begins just out into the ocean. It takes about 10 minutes before you actually are almost to your destination at your speed that you're able to move.
Okay.
Yeah, you're moving much faster than in the dinghy.
Wild shape isn't coming up. I want to see if there is like any sort of dock, any sort of place where normally boats or anything of the sort would come up to.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Be a 21.
It's a turtle.
As you're looking at this giant, just expansive
Flipper.
city,
Gotta go up the
With,
tail.
most of the city resides about 100 feet up along the water line. That's where the city actually kind of begins and going out.
Okay.
You notice, though, in certain sections there are these large stone walkways that kind of carve down and then come down to form these, what looks like almost like places where a ship could dock or port.
Okay. I want to pull up to one of those
Okay.
and let them get off.
As you get close, the giant head raises up out of the water again. The head itself, probably 20 to 50 times larger than the dinosaur, the form that you envelop now.
Mm-hmm.
You see the eyes kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and the head goes back underneath the water. As you pull up to the dock,
All right.
Well, we are no threat.
That was not scary.
I'm a dinosaur.
That was not scary.
the dinosaur head of David.
Well, this is a different dragon turtle or something, you know.
As me.
Oh, well, like,
I'm
dude.
just saying, as Kendra, she's gonna give you shit about it.
I'm thinking of a,
Whatever,
I'm thinking
whatever.
of a Lapras.
Yeah. that's
So
right.
when-
Lapras.
Can you understand us when you're in
Yeah.
form?
Most definitely.
I just
He
can't.
keeps,
You can't understand me. 'cause
he
I'm
keeps
just-
his intelligence and wisdom
I got
Yeah.
you.
and charisma as a druid.
It just changes my physical. I mean, I can understand you. I just won't be able to talk back.
I got you.
Well, unless she uses her suit with animals.
Yeah. Which I don't know if you have that or.
She
It's a
does.
barbarian thing.
I do.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I thought I was fucking special.
You're,
No,
you are
once I
special,
get-
I'm
David.
not.
Once I get to level 3 barbarian, I'm going to be able to.
Isn't that one of the totem thing?
About this time, you watch as this waterlogged bunny begins scrambling up the back of the Plesiosaurus, going,
Oh, you're fine.
God, I keep forgetting. Just gonna look back.
Not that
I mean, hey, if you're gonna change into a giant thing, put me on your back first instead of leaving me under the water. You know how hard it is holding on to a flipper when you're a rabbit? Because y'all are animals, I'm assuming y'all can understand each other.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I'm sorry about that. Honestly, you're so quiet, I just forget you're here. By the way, we thought of a name for you. While we're here.
Yeah, no, this seems like a great time to be throwing these kind of things at me when I'm waterlogged, feeling like I nearly drown in the water, whatever.
You're
Yeah,
right.
what are you gonna call me?
You're right, Bugsy. We're gonna call you Bugsy.
You're right, Bugsy. We're gonna call you.
You know what, whatever. Sounds great. Hey, maybe next time you don't drown me, alright? Does that sound like a good plan to you?
I promise you, I will take better care of you in the future.
Yeah, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah, and I'm very sorry about the water situation.
Could someone get me out of this and put me on like some dry land or something? That'd be great. You know?
We're fixing to hit there, and I'm going to reach down and nip him up by the nape of the neck and put him on the stone.
Okay. He's
Kind
like
of wishing you were back with
6.
the cat.
Yeah.
Can prestidigitation dry stuff?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
As you do, he's like, and he's just like puffed. Like when you blow dry a dog, it's like, yeah. If you've ever seen a bunny give side eye, it's happening right now at everyone.
So I'm gonna let y'all get up on the dock, and then I'm gonna drop my wild shape and
Okay.
jump onto the dock as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Bugsy. And
Who's just a giant fluff.
oh, that's fucking cute. I'm gonna put him in the fanny pack. I'm sorry about that, Bugsy.
Alright. So y'all are now staying on the Psyche. It's about 20 foot wide, 30 foot long, just a stone platform that seems to be attached to the side of this giant turtle. And as you are standing there, the shell, you can actually see part of where the shell kind of comes off, and you can see that's like the lip of where the rest of the city are up there, and you can see that every now and then of the turtle as it breathes. You can actually kind of feel it just a little bit, that kind of rock and sway the platform that you're on.
Can anybody else here speak giant?
I'm not.
You can?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
All right. I think we'll take the lead on this one then. Why? Come on.
That's all right.
I can't say anything, so yes.
I mean, they may speak common,
That's
but
true.
just in case.
They're supposed to be civilized, correct?
Aye, that's what the sword said.
And this
You
is
don't-
a huge.
They said they're more often civilized.
You don't have to be civilized to speak common.
He
You don't
also
have to
said,
speak common to be civilized.
I'm
he
just
also
saying
s-
they may be multilingual,
Yes.
like most civilized people. I don't know. Look at the city around you. I'm just saying they may have more influence than what the
so I'm not fucking civilized because I don't know.
the bunny.
Sorry.
Look at the city around you.
Hmm.
Obviously, this is a far cry from living in a cave.
Yes. Yes.
Aye. Which, I don't know.
High or
if
low?
y'all Caught it.
Low.
It was low. You're lucky.
Oh my god. I don't know if y'all caught it when I was explaining it to you. The sword said this city might be named Maelstrom. Is that right? Maelstrom.
That's it.
Maelstrom. He feels like he was here at one time before. His memory's a little wonky, so there's no saying. But hey, you know, just in case that comes up and I forget.
Maelstrom.
Aye, that's what he said.
It's fitting.
These are storm giants, right?
Aye, he said that as well. Didn't I explain the storm giant thing?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'm writing it down now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I just want to make sure I was right.
So I guess we'll take lead.
Sure.
Start walking up to the city
Okay.
in a very non-threatening manner.
Okay. Cool. You guys begin walking up this large stone walkway.
What does Connor do for the ritual?
Nice.
Throwback.
The stairs themselves are quite large as you're going up these. Each stair between each one is about 4 foot high, so you kind of have to crawl up each one of them as you're going up. Each stair is about 8 or 10 feet wide. That's for you, executive producer. It's pizza.
Pizza.
You guys begin crawling up these stairs, making your way up towards the top. When you finally reach the top of the stairs, there's a large storm giant actually standing at the top of the stairs that kind of turns and looks down to you. He seems a bit surprised. You can kind of see past and beyond him. It almost looks like the streets themselves have been paved in this the inside of the sheet, like seashells, that kind of pearlescent type rock that it looks like it's been crushed up in ground, and it makes just this beautiful white alabaster streets running through the city of just these giant coral buildings. And he looks down to you. The first time he speaks, you don't really understand. You just hear Norfadinak. You guys, state your business here.
Hail from the mainland. We were checking something out, and we saw the lighthouse here. We just came out to see what was happening.
I see. We were not expecting any expeditions from the mainland at this time. No one was authorized to arrive. Usually they set up some sort of parlay of convoy.
Well, please forgive us if we are seeming rude. We had no idea that. Yeah, we had no idea.
He then begins speaking in common. He goes,
So glad you're taking the lead.
I was trying to think of big words.
"This wasn't happening."
This is so hard.
Wasn't happening.
Yeah, do it.
He kind of looks to all of you.
It was just unfathomable.
He goes, "I assume you speak the common tongue." And he says this in common.
Oh,
Aye, yes, we do.
Yes.
Very well. I will need you to accompany me.
Yes, that look.
like
Where to?
Well, I need to take you to my supervisor's office. We need to keep you in a holding cell temporarily. I assure you it is nothing necessarily against your kind, but we need to ask some questions, ascertain what it is your business here on Maelstrom, and ensure that you are no threat to the kingdom. Should all of these things be found out, you will be released out, no problems, and allowed to move freely throughout the city.
Aye, seems right to me.
okay.
Very well.
Can I do a insight on him?
Sure.
Yeah, 23.
Okay. He seems a bit on edge at the sudden arrival of people he was not expecting, but he seems genuine and honest in what he is saying as far as
Okay.
his intentions with you. He doesn't seem to have necessarily malintent. He just seems distrusting of y'all currently.
Aye. Lead the way.
Very well.
He kind of barks out in giant, and you hear him say, "No, sir, follow me as well." You see another storm giant that's kind of sitting off to the side, kind of stand up and from his post, and then following behind you. So you've got one in front and one behind as they're escorting you.
And so how long does this procedure usually last?
Well, he goes, I will not lie to you. It could take a couple of hours. We'll communicate with the mainland, verify your identities if you are known there.
How?
So the mainland knew you were here?
We are known to the city, yes. They may not know we are our arrival currently. I am not aware of what the king's prerogatives are or his communications, but typically they know when we arrive and when we leave.
And speaking of arrival and departure, how is it that you just sink, don't you? Is that correct?
Yes.
How often is that?
Well, I don't think we're longer here than 48 hours, I believe.
And how long have you been here?
Roughly 6 hours.
Okay. I just don't want to be in a cell while the sinking is happening.
I assure you will be safe should such thing were to have happened.
Ah, okay.
On that note, do you have any dealings with pixies?
No, not really. They are annoying little creatures.
I agree.
This is a whole separate thing.
It seems to be.
Oh, good.
Nice. How close is it to dawn?
At this point, about 4 hours.
4 hours. Hi. I do have to ask. I have a bit of a medical condition that happens right around dawn, where I will need to become something very large in order to help stay alive. So whatever holding cell you put us in, all I ask is that it be large enough to where I can become.
It will be giant size. You will have.
All right. I'm willing to go through the steps.
Is this not your natural form?
Hi, this is my natural form. The other form is you can call it a life tank, as you will. It's just something to help me curb this disease.
I see. I'm not familiar with this form of whichever that is, but I'm sure you will be fine.
Hi. I just wanted to make sure before we started this
Your
situation.
accommodation should be quite roomy for especially people of your size and stature.
This guy stands about nearly 35, 40 feet tall.
Hi,
Oh.
thank you.
Something like that.
Yeah. Loud, booming voice every time he speaks.
Very tall.
Yeah.
How's the weather up there?
Wet.
Is it stormy?
So he leads you through this just coral cityscape. Buildings seem to be made of coral and like these giant oversized like seashells and that sort of thing. Buildings built into the sides of them or inside of them on this beautiful alabaster, almost like cobblestone, but it's like seashells instead of cobblestone, like this beautiful alabasterly white sparkling streets. The lanterns here actually don't have like lampposts, they just kind of float in the midair, lights glowing all around them.
See, that sounds like my kind of place. My kind of place, not Lotus's kind of place. Well, it would be Lotus's kind of place if it were not, not for giant turtles.
You have a very beautiful city.
Thank you. Small one. I don't know what to call your kind.
Hi, we have names like anyone else.
I am Kendara.
I see. Kendara. Kendara. Yes. Okay. I have this.
Saul.
I'm sorry, what?
Saul.
Zol.
Solomon.
Solomon.
Close enough.
Very well, Solomon.
Solomon Catamel.
Hi.
Salty caramel.
Salty caramel.
Solomon Caramel.
He's salty.
Solomon Chamomile.
Hi.
I go by Saul.
Zol. Got you.
Biggie.
Now I'm known as Dalen.
Not Dalen. Very well.
Dalen. Hi.
Oh, get that one you do that.
Weird.
We're part giants ourselves, furbolgs. It's in our blood. It's pretty traditional.
It is. It's
Is that correct? Really? Or are you just saying correct? Okay. I was going to ask you
It
questions
is
about that.
Dalen is actually an old giant word.
Oh, what does it mean?
Shoehorn, in your common tongue.
That explains it. Huh.
That makes sense.
So we are familiar with this one.
That is interesting.
It is an interesting name for you, but
And you,
you wear it well.
Thank you.
you friend, what is your name?
Let's see. My name is. I gotta pull up my sheets because I don't have them. Sorry.
Wasn't exactly expecting the turtle today.
I was not.
That's what the high and low was, I bet.
It was. I
Yeah.
know it was.
Thank you, Dalen. The shoehorn.
In
You're putting feet in the shoes. It's no big deal. That's
Zolo.
what I do.
Zolo?
Yes. Z-O-L-O.
Any relation to Volo?
No. No, wrong species, I believe.
And
Volo's guide to monsters.
are you in charge of the guard around here?
Me? No, I am just a guard.
All right.
This is my assigned night to work the city entrances
All
of
right.
many ports. So,
And how many of those are there?
well, on the side that you were on, there were 32. So 64 in total.
Oh,
Very large city.
okay.
That's a really big turtle.
Yes, I wasn't expecting an entrance to a turtle.
I was imagining like not as big of a turtle.
Well, the turtle's head was bigger than you were as a dinosaur.
Roughly,
I know.
Maelstrom.
Like 30 times.
Just for some reason, I just saw big head, little back. Big fucking head.
No,
Like,
it's,
I don't know.
it's about 900 square miles of land for
Oh
Maelstrom.
my! The whole thing is a
Is it
Nice.
the whole thing is a city.
Yes, it is.
Good lord!
So yeah, the turtle that y'all are on, from tip to tail, about 30 miles long.
And how has no one figured this out?
Well, according to him, the land knows, the people on the mainland knows they are here.
We are not known well to many, but the nobility, the rulers of the lands we frequent and trade for goods and supplies, we keep in touch with them. But for the rest of it, we keep our city a secret. We are above ground or above water about 2 days out of every month. We stop in different ports. So,
Well, count us lucky.
Oh. That's fun.
Convenient.
maybe they have stuff for your cake?
That is what I am thinking.
Aye. Seems that we have to go to
Customs.
customs first.
Yeah.
Make sure we're
Anyways,
not
they,
getting any.
they eventually
pineapples.
escort you to this giant. It almost looks like this giant conch shell. Like it's bigger than like 3 times probably taller than the giant himself. And he finally leads you inside of it. As it does, it kind of opens up into almost this space. It doesn't seem like it naturally fits inside of here. As you walk in, it's beautiful architecture throughout. It's these giant, yet again, it looks like that, almost like seashell material, that very sparkly white for all the floors and walls, with intricate like gold lined decor kind of running through the bit of the around itself, kind of carved into it. And you see another giant kind of sitting at this large table, and he kind of looks up and goes, "What do we have here?" And they kind of begin exchanging in giant for a minute. Y'all understand he's basically just kind of recapping what y'all all told him. Very well.
right this way. We will try to make this as quickly as possible. And they lead you to this giant cell. The door itself, the lock is about 20 feet up in the air. They kind of take this giant key.
How far apart are the bars?
No, I just thought we could like,
They are actually quite far apart. About 7 or 8 feet apart.
All
What
right.
you're looking for is mother of pearl.
Quick
Thank
question.
you. That's the word I'm looking for.
Quick question. What is stopping us from just walking out?
Hey, let's
No, I'm not saying
No.
that we
It's
are.
just.
This is a wonderful point. He closes it and locks it. I think you'll be fine.
All right.
I mean, you're welcome to try if you wish.
Why would I?
don't try.
No, I mean, please,
No.
go ahead. Walk through.
Don't do it.
Is there any like, I don't know, rubble, a stone, a stick, something laying on the ground, something I could throw?
Man, if you
Make it
insist.
okay.
And I just
Bugsy.
Okay. As you walk right towards the open space of the bars. As soon as you get right in between them, it's like boom, like running into a brick wall
Oh,
with your
okay.
face.
I told you not to do that.
well, I was.
As you do,
just
like these
curious.
little runes kind of up the sides of the bars. Come right up.
Okay. Well, that answers that.
You think as a magic user you might have noticed that?
Yes, but I didn't. So,
As
Tells how-
after they
tells
light
how
up, they
good
almost
it is.
fade away, and they're not like you don't see them.
Oh, that'd be why. That makes sense.
Giving him a lot of.
The guard captain, kind of looks at you, and goes, "I will make this very as expedient as possible. I understand y'all are only here for a short time, and as seeing as there's only 3 of you, I imagine any sort of threat you might pose is minimal at best to the city. So I hope this is nothing more than a formality, and we will make this as quickly and expedient as possible. May I have your names?" Y'all give the names.
Real quick, when we're outside, I want to make fair. I want to know exactly when dawn's gonna come.
Okay.
So while we're going through all
Let's
this
do that.
process,
Make an investigation check on the soul, like the planetary and
Yeah.
star alignment, astrology alignment, astrological signs.
investigations 19.
And you got about 3.5 hours till dawn.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, while we're going through this process, I don't know how long it's going to be in game
Yeah, yeah.
versus
Yeah,
us role playing it out.
Right,
So, when it comes to it, don't be like, oh, by the way, a Constitution check. Fuck you, dude. You know,
No.
just don't do that.
No, you'll know. I'll let you know when it's done. You know, you kind of kept a very good close tie on this. You'll know when
think
dawn's.
you know.
yeah.
With the 19, you're very pretty,
Feel like I know.
you're very certain. You're keeping a pretty good close
Okay.
eye. And there's actually a window in here. It's about 35 feet up from the base of it, but you can see out to the sky as well, so you should be able to keep a pretty good.
Awesome.
Thank you. But yeah, this cell is very, very large that y'all are in. It's probably big enough to hold probably 8 or 10 of giant size people in here. So you got a lot of room.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Had to let that be known.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He goes, so anyways, I will go and send off the proper messages, reach out to Town's God, and
Talk
The
to
citizens-
Larry.
very well, I'll make some note.
We're the same people that took care of the bandit camp to the north of town.
Make some note of that as well.
They should know who we are by that.
Talk to our town guard. Back
Don't
mainland.
talk to a town guard. Talk to our town guard.
That's who's
Larry.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's what
okay,
we
that's
are.
Yeah, no, I was repeating his comment.
Well,
My bad.
Larry
I
is.
misunderstood. I thought he meant like the Turtle Town.
Oh,
guard.
Solo.
Yeah.
Zolo is the one that brought you here. This is the guard captain.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been speaking with him.
Yeah.
He goes, very well. I will return the moment. It will be a bit for us to get here back from them, but I will show you that we will be back for you very shortly. Would you like anything to eat or drink while you're here?
Yes, please.
Very well. He kind of leaves. Zolo comes back in about 15-20 minutes with he's got this giant platter of, it's just got like one plate on it, but as he sets it down, the plate itself is about
8 or 10 foot across. And it's just piled high with different types of seafood and meats. Some sort of, it looks like, almost kind of like, it looks like sushi, basically, but giant sushi rolls, like wrapped in seaweed, rice, and some sort of fish on it. He goes, I would try the whale. It's my favorite. And he kind of closes the door.
Oh, this is wonderful.
You got some elves around here.
And you've got,
Oh, I can only imagine what would happen if you reduced
he sits down a
it,
big old
and then,
gourd.
ooh.
Also, that's just full of wine. The gourd itself is probably as tall as Kandara. So, and it's just like, I got a spigot on it, and it's full of wine.
Alright.
Was not expecting this.
As he kind of closes the door and locks, he goes, yet again, I apologize for the delay. It shouldn't take too long, but you may be here for some time, so just be aware.
I can live with that.
Very well.
Kill me in. I'll be your prisoner all day.
As he walks off and leaves, a few hours begin to pass. Y'all have eaten and drank and kind of spent some time in there. It is getting close to dawn at this point.
Would I have had enough time
You
within
played
the
that the
4
last
hours to
one.
pull out my alchemy set and see if I can make some
That's what
potions?
Most
Since
definitely.
we're just hanging out.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Roll a check with advantage now.
Okay, so
So y'all are kind of sitting around eating. Dalen begins to pull out his alchemy supplies and doing alchemy stuff.
25.
And you were able to make a potion.
Alright.
Put, because now you're down to just your own potions.
Yeah.
Put-
I have no more Zachary potions.
So for this one, separate it out and put an A next to it.
Bless.
1A potion.
Yeah.
What about you're getting much better at that?
Aye, practice makes perfect. I had a bit of help from my friend here though.
Also, with your understanding for your other potion, as you look at it, put a D next to it.
Oh my god.
I just won't throw that one away.
But that's one in the trash.
You probably have enough supplies to make, right now, probably one more potion before you'd have to restock on like the herbal supplies and stuff.
Okay. I want to go ahead and take a drink of the A potion.
Okay. Roll me a percentile dice.
Okay.
I always get a little bit scared.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it's like for him.
I really feel like he's not gonna survive every dawn.
Okay.
Way to go.
0, 0. Is
100.
that
Or-
It's 100.
Yeah. So
Okay.
103.
103.
I think at that
Oh,
point
that would be a
it's
3.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
0, 0 is either really, really good or really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a 3.
That's a 3.
Okay, cool.
The only time it's 100 is 0, 0, 0.
Need some dice, Craig.
No, I'm good right now.
Is that how that works? Oh, cool.
Ooh, you can just feel the cringe.
Take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And the veins begin to spider crawl up your arm to about your elbow region.
Cool.
This is the A potion.
Yeah, it was.
You rolled like shit though.
Alright, so.
Good thing it's not the D potion with the 3 then.
Alright. I am going to. Because I'm assuming I did all of this before.
Yeah, it's about 5-10 minutes before dawn, I'm assuming, when you take it. Or I don't know how long you're taking it before dawn. How long are you taking it before dawn?
Like, as soon as I make it.
Okay, so it probably takes about an hour to make. So you probably got about an hour and a half till dawn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and heal myself real quick.
Are you casting a spell?
Mm-hmm.
As you go to cast it, nothing happens.
Oh, fuck.
No!
Um,
No! Or really?
Of course.
Can I try to like just firebolt the? Or,
Sure.
Yeah. Just like
Farbolt the what? What?
What?
Just like-
What are you doing?
No, I saw that.
Please
that
don't.
happen.
Please.
So as you reach up and nothing comes out.
I want to pull out a healing potion.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe it is the
Uh,
It's not him. It's the room.
But yes, all the items.
and
Yes.
take
Well.
a sip.
I was
Okay.
worried his thing.
Yeah, it works. Healing potion
Caused
works.
it.
Healing potion works?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'm gonna run that healing potion since I've already pulled it out.
It has to be magic.
Oh wait.
Bars in the door.
Ah. Yeah, actually,
Hey!
no, I rolled better on these last time. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with this. Alright. So.
You'll watch too. Is the first time when Dalen drinks the first potion, like he begins like retching and writhing in pain as the you watch as like almost like black tendrils crawl up his arm to his wrist.
Ah, that wasn't fun. That was not fun. And I'm going to drink another health potion real quick. Yeah. 7 plus 2 is 9.
If you're looking for the stats of the health potions, literally on the bottle.
No, I already got it.
Which is the best part because I never remember. So which is the best part because I never remember.
Yeah, right?
I know I always do it wrong.
Just a regular.
Everyone gets
It's like
full health plus 5.
70 d6 or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere right in
sounds
there,
right.
you know.
And the
Yeah.
magic Santa hat.
Okay.
Magic Santa hat.
And take the last one, which would be 7 plus 2. So 9 again. Okay. And then from here, I'm going to wait till dawn, kind of walk off to a corner.
You have time to take a short rest, so you can use your hit dice to heal up anymore if you need it.
I will. I will do that. I feel like I'm going to need it. With how much that fucking hurt. How do I
Haven't heard that much before.
I've never used hit dice before.
So whatever your hit dice is, which I believe is a D8.
Oh, God.
It's 8 or 10.
D8?
Are you
Yeah,
gonna be able to
D8.
wall shape in here?
I don't know. We're about to fucking find out.
So you roll a D, however many D8s of your level that you are, that's how much you can heal.
Okay.
Can I figure this out? That it's anti-magic. Like I figured that out on my own. Can I figure that out? Like
I would assume you figured that out, yeah.
okay, I'm gonna start yelling. Like for the guards or whatever.
Okay. Make as you begin yelling out and calling out. No, it's been about 5 minutes. No one's come yet.
I'm gonna start yelling too.
Okay.
Because once I figure out what she's yelling about, it's...
This is about to be fun.
Well, Craig does have dice in his hand.
Alright.
No
No
one, still no one.
Alright, so went ahead and took my short rest for the hit dice.
Yep.
Like, we just keep yelling.
How much time do I have until dawn?
At this point, with everything that's been going on, taking a short rest,
Mm-hmm.
you're like maybe 5 minutes till dawn.
I'm gonna try and wild shape right now.
Focus. You're still Dalen.
Oh, fuck.
I am screaming as loud as I can.
Okay.
The
About
Lotus
another-
pops up.
It's
Oh,
been
no.
fun.
How you looking over there, Dalen?
I'm looking.
Okay. Can I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Want to try? I mean, I don't know how much it will help.
No, I'm at full health.
Okay, hang on.
Unless you can give me temp HP.
I have stuff.
I don't
I
have
never use it.
any.
Well, you do whenever you smite.
I mean, that's all. That's the only thing else I do.
About 2 minutes go by of y'all hollering and screaming for the guard
Mhm.
before Zolo eventually shows up. He's like, "Sorry, I didn't hear you. What's?"
My friend needs to wild shape or he will die. He needs to get out of here now.
Oh, okay. I've got to get the key. I've got to go to the.
No.
He begins running off towards the captain's chambers. 60 seconds pass. We're a minute to dawn.
Motherfuckers, although.
This is a slow ass fucking giant.
Another 45 seconds pass.
Really?
Before you see Zola come running around the corner, keys in hand. He goes to put the key in the hole, and he drops it. He picks it up as the sun comes over the horizon. I rolled in that one on his, like, question. Oh, it's not terrible. And then I roll those 3 again. Okay.
Flinch. Cringe. Alright, folks, pucker them buttholes.
Let me roll my con save.
Yeah, make a con save.
First one was a 2.
So with advantage.
That's my advantage. Cocked. Okay. Hold on. Because I'm... Will my resistance work? I didn't think so. So I don't get that D4 on top.
So what you got?
It's a 20.
It's enough to save. So you will take half of 88 points of necrotic damage,
So...
which is 44. Holy
What is
shit.
it? What is it?
So you watch as, don't tell him. Sorry, buddy. You watch as necrotic energies begin to pulse through his arm, and Dalen begins screaming out his pain as Zolo finally fumbles and gets the door out and like, reaches and grabs him and begins to pull him outside of the room as you hear Dalen screaming out in agony and pain before nothing. He just goes silent. And Zola just kind of sets the body down on the ground. And you see Dalen just breathing. Just barely.
He's breathing. Okay, I run over
Okay.
and I'm going to dump everything I have into him.
For those
How much
of
did
you
you have?
wondering at home, I am currently at 1 HP.
Holy fuck. Are you...
Is that one where if you drop to 0, you die? Oh.
If it's 0, it's automatic Tony Stark gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For this particular thing, you don't just knock out.
No,
Yeah,
you turn into this
You turn into dust.
withered, like, black corpse and then just...
Oh.
It's a necrotic thing.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, I get.
So you get 25
This is
from
the
my lay on
closest
hands
I've
full.
gotten.
Yes. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, I was really getting scared.
I was really worried about you being in that cage when the fucking...
Oh my god! I told him, man. I told him I had to wild shape.
Okay,
You
so
said you needed a lot of space. There's a lot of space.
To
that's a
change
good
form
point.
didn't
That's a
necessarily
good
mean
point.
magic.
Yeah.
25 plus 8, so
33.
33 points.
So 34 points of health for you.
34.
Do you have any, like, healing word? Cure wounds?
I mean,
are we outside of the thing?
I'm only.
well.
You would
Okay.
have to be to heal him.
Yeah.
Because Zola said
yes.
got him, and he goes, "I'm so sorry. I don't. What is wrong with him?"
A lot. A lot.
Maybe you can plead with the giants for money for the cure now.
Can we sue?
Just say for 17 grand.
You have to find a pretty shifty gnome.
Giant.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Have you been suffering a personal injury? Oh, Rock Fist Law Firm. We'll go to war for you.
Thank you, Kandara.
That was way too close for a dog.
As you look down, the veins have crawled up to your bicep.
Oh my god.
You're telling me?
I thought that potion was supposed to help.
Apparently he's not this
It
good
gives
at
me a
making it.
50-50 chance. This time it wasn't very good. I'm just lucky that I took it as early as I did.
Oh my god.
Zolo, how are we looking on that, those customs?
He's like, he kind of picks you up in his hand. He's like,
Do you have a hailer I could see?
I will. We are almost done. And when we are, I will get you the finest healer we have. He's
That
kind of
would
sets
be
you down, like
appreciated.
back in the cage. He goes, "Are you okay to go back in? You won't
Aye.
die."
That won't happen again for another day.
Kind of sets you down. He
I'm
goes,
just gonna lay down and rest.
"Okay." He goes, I'm very sorry. And he closes the cage and locks it. He goes, I will be back very shortly. I promise. You just kind of see him hurriedly walk off.
Oh my god.
About another 45 minutes pass before Zolo comes back and unlocks the door and goes, "Lord, your identities have been verified, and seems you have upstanding citizenship with the city. There was a man by the name of Lawrence spoke very highly of you.
He's a very good friend of ours.
Who has questioned you, Bard?
Well, I've only met this man once.
Well, you
Vice.
should keep your opinion to yourself.
I just might.
Would we be so lucky? I'm just teasing. That was joking.
He basically hands you these just some papers. He goes, "Here, these will state that you have been given admittance to Maelstrom to carry out whatever businesses you have here with our city, be it trading or shopping or whatever it is you wish." He hands you, Dalen, this potion. As he hands it to you, it looks like it's about this big as he hands it to you, but it is a superior healing potion. He goes, just in case you.
10? That's literally this whole bottle plus 20.
Oh my god.
Because I am deeply
10d4 plus 20.
deeply
10
sorry.
d4 plus 20.
Okay. I actually had one of those already. But it was so high on my equipment list I didn't even notice it. I went straight to the healing potions.
Where would we find a horn of a Chimera? Is there anywhere we could
Do you,
purchase one of those?
do you have a... If you could point us towards
So where?
shops, healers, things of that nature. I have a bit of business that I have to be speaking with some people about.
Of course, yes. The best potion shop or magically inclined shop in the area is a place by the name of Doris Inc.
Who's ink?
Doris, Doris.
And everyone on this island is a giant, yes?
Yes, for the most part. I mean, there are a few of these smaller variety. We have a few half giants. There's some what you would call Goliaths. A few Dragonborn. Occasionally some elves here and there for their cuisine. We have some dwarves here for their brew, for their drinks. They make a great meads and ale liquors. So we have some of those here as well. Occasionally an orc visits, but it's very rare. We haven't seen him in a while. He's not necessarily a resident, but he is residing. He does have a residence here as well.
Mm-hmm.
More of a summer home, I believe.
Alright.
Has a fine collection of paintings, I'm sure. With halflings.
And
He's from the last
how How might we
So is the city.
find Doris
Oh,
Inc?
okay.
How might we find Doris Inc?
Well,
If you could just give me the
sure. It
directions.
kind of gives you a small map of the city.
Okay.
It's kind of, it's very hard for him to do. He's like trying to draw it really small. It's like just little dots and points. He's like, you are here. And so as he hands it to you, the map's about this big. You know, it's like very large piece of paper parchment for you, but it's mostly
We are here. Alright.
As you kind of walk out of the guard station, the skies this morning are actually very cloudy and overcast. And it's actually quite a storm on the outside as there's rain falling, but it seems to almost hit this invisible wall and it's running down the sides all around all of the city. No rain actually falling on the city itself.
So that explains that.
Aye, that would probably be the reason why they could dive. I wonder what keeps the air in here for so long though. It's probably magic. Everyone uses magic.
Magic, the ultimate cop out.
Fucking magic users. You want to turn into a dinosaur, but you fucking can't.
As you're kind of making,
Sorry.
As you're kind of
Bit
making your way
salty.
through the
That's
city.
so bitter.
The streets here filled and crowded with storm giants walking and carrying on about their business. You occasionally get the awkward kind of stare of recognition of new people or outsiders. You hear people trying to pawn their wares and stuff along the streets. There's giant vendors all along selling baked goods and household items and all sorts of things before you eventually travel to this giant pink, like coral looking building that says Doris Inc. And these it almost looks like lightning that will occasionally come up and crackle across the sky right on the front of the building. It says Doris Inc. and then it kind of just resets and goes again.
Why, that's a neat trick.
You should
I'll
tell
walk in.
Thorn Gauge about it.
When you walk in, there are just giant cabinets with glass on them, full of different kinds of items, mostly giant in size. There are a few racks and stuff down on come towards the front of the store that seem small for the smaller races. But there's just all manners of magical items and enchanted goods and wares all throughout this store. A woman from behind the counter goes, "Oh, hello and welcome to Doris Inc. We have stuff. What can we get for you?"
We have stuff. Alright.
I think she learned her marketing from someone else.
Which while we're walking through town and going into the magic shop, I just want to kind of, I'm not really trying to have a conversation, but I'm trying to just kind of make Ice Dragon's Fang aware of the fact that we're in Maelstrom. See if maybe
He's
he
very
can,
aware.
see if he can, anything like jogs memory, if
Okay.
anything like comes to him as we're going through, especially going into a magic shop, him being an arcana user.
Sure.
Just, you know, seeing if I can get him some kind
Yeah. I mean,
of memory.
you kind of feel a little bit of the frosty chill of his almost like
Mhm.
perceptions being up a little bit. He's taking in more of the scenery than normal as you kind of walk through.
Awesome. Hi.
Hello.
Are you Doris?
No. That is we are a franchise.
Oh, okay. That's just the
Just the name of the
just
building.
the name.
Yes.
Right. And who might you be then?
Trosho.
I'm sorry.
Trosho.
Trosho.
Yes.
All right.
Trosho.
I apologize if I mess that up in the future. My
It's alright.
my tongue doesn't roll the R's very well. But my name is Dalen, and I'm here to see if you might know a bit of something about some potion stuff. Maybe look if we can get some ingredients from you, or if you know where we can find some.
Very well, perhaps. What can I do for you?
I am looking for which I'm going on the first potion.
Uh-huh.
Where do I have it? I'm looking for the blood of a hydra and the horn of a chimera for one specific potion.
I see. Well, blood of a hydra. I don't know where you might come across that. Those are rare. Hard to
Probably in a
find.
hydra.
Yes. Well, I meant where you would find a hydra there.
Oh, yeah. That's a big question. Honestly, I have no idea.
Chimera, however. I don't know if I can help you directly with that, but I do know where you could procure one here in the city, actually.
All right.
If you're a bit of the adventurous type, that is.
Is it alive?
It is.
Of course it is.
Well, the
Nice.
Colosseum sometimes puts on live shows. It's a wonderful spectacle. They like to capture all manner of magical beast and creature and pit them against heroes and adventurers. They happen to catch a rather nasty chimera. And I happened to see it being shipped through the city just about a week ago, so I'm sure it's probably recovered and ready to fight any day now. If you were to wish to test your might against that, perhaps you could negotiate a horn as your bounty for the fights.
Aye. Which that's one potion that we're trying to make. The other potion is a bit more our speed, what we're really looking for. We need 2 vials of troll's blood, the heart of a slad, and the essence of a wraith.
Well, I have 2 of the 3 of those things.
And which of those do you have?
We'll have troll's blood. It's good for making fire resistant, cold resistant potions. And heart of the slad. It's a bit of a delicacy. It's not really a potion component as well, but it, when cooked up right, is quite tasty.
Aye. And how much would those be?
Well, the troll's blood would be about 1,500 gold pieces, and the heart of the slad is about 5,000 gold pieces.
5,000. That's
That
a bit.
is 1,000 less than what it was.
Aye, that's a better price. Now, could I, and I'm gonna pull up my sleeve and kind of show the black tendrils.
Very interesting.
I hate to say it, but as kind of a matter of life and death for me, is there any way you could give me any sort of deal on this?
Roll persuasion.
Make a wish.
Make a wish.
Let's go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Maybe they can get us the stuff.
I'm not under 20, under 18. You draw a hard line at that. Alright.
You're 19 and dying.
You're right.
It's actually not horrible. With a +0, that'll be a 19.
Okay.
Huh?
+0.
Yeah.
She goes, well, I'm not at liberty to drop the prices much, but what if we say 5,500 for the pair?
Drops it $1,000.
I'm sorry,
Wait, how much?
for the heart and the
5,500 for the pair. For both of them.
Both what?
Aye.
We need 2
That would
vials of
For the
troll's blood.
for the troll's blood and the heart.
Yeah.
500.
2 vials of troll's blood. The troll's blood and the heart.
Okay,
He's-
so I'm
he's
just
taken
making
into
sure
account,
we're
yeah.
getting the troll's blood is
As-
one thing. I didn't want to get 1
Ah.
vial of troll's blood and 1 heart.
Aye. That would
It's a sneaky
that would be
heart.
agreeable by me. I feel like I would owe you something more than money. I don't know what I could give you.
Well,
Is there anything I could do for you?
if you ever come across this Hydra you're looking for,
Look over here.
if you were to bring me some of its blood as well, I would be happy. It's a very rare component indeed.
Aye.
The more heads it has, the more valuable the blood. So,
Aye, absolutely I would.
I'll tell you what, if you bring that, I'll even throw in an extra 5,000 gold on top of it, and we'll call it even.
Oh shit. Absolutely I would. My only question would be, after we leave here, and y'all go back under the sea, how would we find you again?
I mean, you just use the Lyceum, correct? I mean, I'm assuming that's how you got here to begin with.
No, that is not. We swam out here.
Oh, well.
The what seam?
The Lyceum,
I see him.
yes. Teleportation.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Not typically bigger
Do you
cities.
do you know how to do that?
I do not.
Hey, we should
Wait,
figure
I
out
would
how to do
know-
that.
I don't know about Carteron, right? Lyceum and Carteron.
Sure, make a history check. With advantage because you're from the city, right?
Oh, yeah, from the city.
Not the mountains, the city.
9.
You never heard of the Lyceum.
I don't know what this last
Hydra blood to doors.
I'm an idiot.
Yes, the
I
it
was
was
playing my flute. I don't know my lips.
Yes. The Lyceum. It,
Well,
most larger cities have one.
Oh,
And if you know where you're going, you can give them the runic description of where to go, and they will see that you get there. Usually for a price, but
aye. We'll be sure to stop by there before we leave, so I can make sure I come back just in case we get this Hydra blood.
very well.
You say 5,500?
Yep.
Okay. Aye. Thank you very much. I got nothing else to do here. I can only thank her so many times.
Well,
Can you?
you know where to find me.
Aye, we do.
Okay. You
This
guys
woman is a
begin.
saint.
You guys begin. Are you done?
Before we leave,
Uh-huh.
my only other question is, I understand that this is kind of the magic shop, the place to go for any kind of magic potions, anything like that. Do you have any dedicated healers within the city? Just so I know.
I mean, there are notadors.
doing anything you can.
One HP, like I'm done with this. 003. Fuck you, dice.
That was pretty bad.
Doesn't that mean 103?
fucking rough.
No.
I'm pretty sure it means 103.
Um,
So you can only get up to a 99 on percentile dice?
No, you
100.
can. You
It'd
can
be
get,
3 zeros. 0, 0,
Oh,
0.
0, and 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there are the clerics of Notador around here.
No, it's a door.
Yes, god of
Oh.
storms.
Aye, that would make sense. Would make a lot of fucking
You
sense.
can seek them out if you wish, and perhaps if you are in need of healing, they can help you with that.
Aye, just asking for fancy. Thank you very much.
Next time you're in town, be sure to stop by.
Aye, and if I have any Hydra blood, be sure that it's yours.
I look forward to it.
as you guys exit the shop, kind of exit out and step out into the street. Kendara kind of trailing behind as she's kind of taking it all in. As y'all step out, Kendara and you run into this heavily armored figure. Y'all kind of bounce off of each other for a second. You see this man standing in this golden shimmering platinum armor with gold running all through it, wearing a black cape and this long flowing white hair and like white beard with these piercing blue eyes. He's about 10 feet tall, and there's 4 giant guards standing around him. They go, "Halt! How dare you touch the prince!" And lower their blades towards you. And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Alright. Nice.
Hey guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I hope y'all enjoyed this session. We have one member stranded on shore while the others are on a whole nother place. That'll be interesting to figure out how they're going to fix that. So, anyways, guys, I hope y'all had fun. If you did, make sure y'all come check us out again next week when we find out what's going on. Go check out all our stuff on YouTube. And we will catch y'all guys next time. Bye.